This broadcast, presented by Squirtle and its partner schools, is not to be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. The content and descriptions on the platform may not be disseminated without the written consent of Squirtle and its partner schools. The thoughts and opinions shared on Squirtle's platform are those of the individual and do not necessarily reflect the views of the organization or its partners. Squirtle does not tolerate or condone hateful, bigoted, or divisive content. We want to thank our schools, advertisers, and individuals that have joined with us in our mission to build community around the local school.
Okay, welcome Noble fans, ladies and gentlemen, to Noble Stadium as the Noble Bears are hosting the Blanchard Lions tonight in a game that's always exciting. We play this team the last couple of seasons. We know these kids really well, but it's going to be a great matchup tonight. Thank you for joining us here. We got a really nice night for weather. It's going to be a tremendous night, and week 2 is always fun. We got off on the right start last week with a 12-6 victory over the Piedmont Wildcats. So very excited to have everyone tonight. Real quick, Matt Lorenz is not here tonight. He is in Colorado watching his son play some football. So hello, Matt. Hello, Chili. Hope you guys are watching and excited for tonight's game against the Blanchard Lions. So my name is Shane Fisher. What I'm going to do now is send it down to our guys Scotty Harper and Randy Kersey on the sidelines. Fellas, how's it going?
Hey, thank you very much, Shane. You're exactly right, man. Beautiful night for football. Game 2 for the Bears in the 2022 season, 23 season, I'm sorry. And Randy, what are you excited about this evening?
Well, I'm excited. This is going to be, by all accounts, a real shootout tonight. Both offenses are very prolific, spread offense. Both of them try to do the same things, throw the ball. And so it might be a little different ball game than what we saw last week with Piedmont.
Yeah, very defensive game last week.
So. Right, real slugfest.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah, Shane, so I'll throw it back up to you,
okay.
And I'll come join you in the booth here shortly.
Okay, very good. Real quick, guys, keep it right there on that camera, please, on the booth. Right there, I just want to give a quick shout-out to Lance Ridenauer. The table that you were looking at, Mr. Lance Ridenauer of Elite Custom Cabinets and Trim made this for us. He footed the bill, got all the wood, he painted it. Lance is a former teammate of mine back in the mid-'90s, a great man. So if you guys need any custom cabinet work or trim work, please reach out to Lance Ridenauer at 243-6865. Lance, thank you so much for the table that you've built. It looks awesome, man. So there we have it. We'll go ahead and take a quick break, and we will come back with Mr. Frank Solomon. Thank you for watching here on NobleBears.tv.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
Now is the time to protect your family with Pioneer Smart Wi-Fi. Internet security is becoming more of a fear every day. Protect your family against malware, viruses, intrusions, cyber attacks, and more. Modern internet deserves modern security. Get the best of both worlds with Pioneer in-home Wi-Fi and the Smart Wi-Fi app. Download the Pioneer Smart Wi-Fi app today or visit gopioneer.com for more information.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples, Nix, and Dieselhorst, and we are here to help.
Welcome back to Noble Stadium, Noble High School field, as the Noble Bears getting ready to take on the Blanchard Lions Week 2 non-district matchup. But right now, I'm going to send it back down to Mr. Kersey, and he's being joined by Mr. Frank Solomon. Randy, go ahead.
Thank you, Shane. I'm here with Frank Solomon, Superintendent of Noble. Frank, here.
Yeah, I can't hear you.
Yeah. Can you turn a little bit?
Yeah.
Gosh, I don't know what.
I don't know.
But there you go.
Okay. That better?
Yes.
Okay. So we're here with Frank Solomon, Superintendent of Noble Schools. And Frank, thanks for joining us, taking a few minutes this morning or this evening before the ball game.
Absolutely, my pleasure, as it is every week to be here, especially coming off a big W last week.
That's right. Real slugfest last week.
A defensive battle, but you know what? It goes in the left-hand column, and that's all I really care about.
That's right. This ball game may be a little different.
Well, I would expect that it'll be just the opposite of last week. Piedmont had a great defense, really put a lot of pressure on our passing game. But you know what? Our kids responded, and I think you'll see just the opposite tonight. Blanchard's going to throw it every down, whereas Piedmont didn't ever want to throw it.
Right. Well, hey, let's talk a little bit about things other than football.
Okay.
As it pertains to Noble Schools.
Okay.
Tell us how the year's starting off for you.
All right, that sounds good. 4 weeks down as of today, it's hard to imagine we've already completed the first month of the school year. As of yesterday, 97 kids increased enrollment since last May, so that's provided some unique hardships and difficulties. Classrooms are only so big.
Right.
And you have kids, you got to put them somewhere. Same way on buses and cafeterias. So we've reached a time in Noble Schools where we're going to have to keep building to accommodate the housing growth that's coming all around Noble.
Right. A lot of housing additions coming in, and of course, a lot of growth here in Noble in this area. I think this community and the Oklahoman here a couple of months back, I saw we were the top 10 growth community in the state,
yes,
as well as Slaughterville is another one.
Yes.
So a lot of those kids feed here too. So yeah, some challenges down the road.
Yeah, and I think that's part of what not everybody understands. Slaughterville is Noble Schools. Part of Lexington is Noble Schools. Part of Norman is Noble Schools.
Right.
Part of Wanette and Macomb. So we have such a large geographic area, 128 miles. That we cover. So even though it may not be directly in the city of Noble, it's still in the Noble School District. And, we're at 3,054 students roughly. So we just continue to go up.
Right. So when you talk about building, are you thinking building on to existing sites, or are you talking about a new school site?
Well, I think that we would have to look at a combination of both. I feel like we are in need of an elementary school. All of our sites are space limited. In addition to that, the traffic patterns around our KID, Hubbard, and Pioneer schools are so backed up already that if we were to try to put more kids there, I think the police department would really have my hide.
Well,
we're already overgrown in those areas, so we really need one, and then to be able to take some pressure off of the middle school and Hubbard, which are just busting at the seams.
Right. Well, yeah, and the site at Daly was built in '52, I believe, and Pioneer is I don't know, 77,
yeah,
78.
I think it started in '69, the construction, and then was phased in. And, that's the thing about all of our school sites. Nothing is original.
Right.
Except for the middle school.
Right.
Everything else has been added on in sections as bond money became available, except for the middle school. And, again, the middle school's full. We need to build on there, but, again, that's a traffic issue. High school's becoming a traffic issue, even though we have some land. So we're going to have to look at both options.
Well, and those things cause issues for the city as far as traffic, and eventually, someday this will be a 4-lane, I'm sure, and others as well. But so talking about building a new school,
sure.
Obviously that I don't have to tell you that's an expensive endeavor.
Absolutely.
And when we built the middle school, we did that with a kind of a new approach. Which I think are called series bonds.
That's correct.
Right? Is that correct?
That's correct.
Which we were the first school in Oklahoma school district to do that.
Yes.
And that was really the only way with our bonding capacity we could have built a school. Explain to us what series bonds are, and are we set up now to do that again?
Okay, so basically all a series bond is you're taking your future growth, your future tax money, and you're stacking it up front, so that you're able to do a project even though you're going to have to pay it back over time. It's not much different than getting a mortgage on a home. Typically in the past, though, when you passed a bond, you had a single project, you got the money, that's how much money you had. Well, we can't, and no one, every district in the state has gone to the series bonds. When you see they're passing 100, 150, $200 million bonds, those are all series bonds, because that's the only way you can maximize and get what you need up front, rather than a building here, a building here. As I alluded to previously with the expansion of KID, Pioneer, Hubbard, that's how those were funded. They only had $300,000 or only had $400,000, so they could build 3 classrooms.
Right.
Well, that didn't help you when you need a whole school.
Exactly.
So that's what we would be looking at. Obviously, our needs are more than just another school. We have other areas that still need addressed. A lot of our roofs are original.
Right.
And you're talking about 70-year life? No. And so we patched and patched and patched. So we have a lot of different projects that need to be included, from fine arts to roofs. One of the great things about this COVID money, we've been using it to replace HVAC systems, some of which were 50 years old.
Wow.
So as of last week, we replaced 67 HVAC units, and I'm talking 10-ton, 12-ton, 14-ton units since last June.
Right.
So, again, that's money, that's one-time funds, but it's a long-term investment in our kids. It improves their air quality, and it keeps the district from having to pass a bond for air conditioners, because that's a hard sell.
Well, right. Yeah, that's kind of hard to go to the chamber with. Huh?
Exactly.
So to get people too excited. Tell us a little bit about what is your thinking about, and if you have, or you and the board have talked about, where would a likely location be for a new elementary school? Would it be somewhere east? I'm assuming, I don't know.
That's all right.
I haven't been part of that conversation, obviously.
So, the issue is, if you go north, you run into the city of Norman, and I don't feel like it's appropriate to build a school, even though it's Noble School District in the city of Norman.
Right.
I am a Noble person. I'm not a Norman person. So that kind of eliminates your potential to the north. To the west, you have a river and a railroad track.
Right.
Well, you really don't want to build a school next to a railroad track, just in case something were to happen. That could create all kinds of issues. So then if you look at south, it's being developed one house at a time. It seems like they're starting a new one every day, so it almost has to be east.
Right.
We're looking, trying to find a piece of property. I need really a minimum of 15 acres to put a school on.
Right. At that point, would you think that the district would go back to having elementary schools with more grades?
No, I think just the opposite. So what my thinking would be that if you could go to all 2-grade centers rather than add grades, you're going to help not only the classroom issues and the size issues, but you're also going to help the traffic issues.
Right.
So at Hubbard, if you pulled off one of those grades, at middle school, if you pulled off one of those grades and you put those in some combination, now you're going to be solving a lot of different problems by just having 2 grade centers throughout your district.
Well, that makes sense. Well, tell us what else is going on exciting in the district. Softball doing pretty well, I think.
Yes, softball's had a great start. Had some big wins. One of their best wins so far is over El Reno, a highly rated team. We also, our cross-country kids are off and running. They did their first night cross-country meet last Saturday night at Mustang, and the kids ran well. Volleyball's off and going. And that happens at the middle school and high school levels both, and we got something going every single day.
Yeah. Well, good deal. Well, Frank, I sure appreciate you taking the time. I think we probably better get off of here. We're going to get run over by some football players.
I understand.
So, but hey, thanks, and we're going to be visiting with Frank. I think at
almost
each home
every
game.
night. Yep.
Yeah. And so we won't talk to you probably next week or the week after because we're not playing. But I appreciate you coming in and talking to us.
Thank you, Frank.
And
appreciate
I think we're going to have a final score tonight.
Okay.
Of 34-31 Bears.
All right, we'll take it. We'll take it.
Thanks for having me, guys. Thanks for all you do.
Okay.
Okay.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today.
Allegiant Marketing Group produces inbound lead generation for our clients through integrated traditional and digital campaigns. We continuously develop new strategies, tactics, and productive efficiencies so you can reach your target market and get a measurable return on investment. This fast-paced world demands for your products and services to be presented at the moment your buyers need them. Targeted and innovative marketing creates your success. Call AMG today, your marketing partner.
All right, we are back here at Noble Stadium. Noble America, the Noble Bears getting ready to take on the Blanchard Lions in, as I mentioned earlier, in a big non-district showdown. Like I said, we've played these kids the last couple of years. Noble has been on the winning side both times, but it's going to be a very big challenge tonight. And these kids are very athletic. They got a lot of size. So it's going to be a fun game to watch. So if we can, I'm going to go ahead and go to the keys of the game real quick. Actually, we'll do that right after we do the national anthem. Actually, you know what? Not the anthem here. We're going to go ahead. Can we go ahead and go to the keys of the game, please? Get a little bit of the band here going. True Blue Band out here on the field right now. They do a great job for us. So we are excited to have them on the field as we speak. Okay, we are back here. So here are the keys to the game real quick. I feel like the emotions, we have to keep those under control early. These, like I said, a lot of our kids have played against these Blanchard kids for a lot of years now. I know that Blanchard, their seniors, are really coming after us this year because they feel like they haven't beaten us yet. So keeping the emotions under control, no stupid penalties, that's going to be big time. So just do what you can to stay within yourself, know your assignments, and keep it rolling. And then I think we need to grab the early momentum next. That would be big to have that early momentum, get that going, scoring a touchdown right out of the gate, maybe get a big stop, and then that should get us on the right track. So there you are, the two keys to the games: keep them under the emotions under control, and then grab the early momentum. And Mr. Scotty Harper is getting ready to join me here in the booth. He just came up from the field. We'll give him just a minute. He's gathering his things right now. So we got the band getting crazy out here. You okay? Oh, yeah. Okay.
Hey, Shane.
Yes, sir.
I don't know if I was helping get that table moved, but turnover is going to be a big thing. That's what the difference in this game last year was.
Yep, you are correct.
They actually had more yards and first downs than we did, but 3 fumbles in that third quarter that we scored on kind of kind of put them behind the 8 ball, and they never could catch up.
Yeah, exactly. Then, plus being, what was the score at halftime? It was, 14-10, wasn't it?
14-10 at halftime. It was a heck of a ball game.
Yeah.
And we came out and got some turnovers early and kind of buried them there with three third-quarter touchdowns.
And that's, Scotty and I are looking at this right now. They had an 8-4 record last year. They lost to the eventual state champion runner-up. They got beat by Poto in the quarterfinals.
Yep.
So Poto beat them 41-14. But I think that was the 4th year in a row that Blanchard won their first playoff game. So the kids, they got a program that's really rolling. Their coach Jeff Craig does a tremendous job over there. They got a lot of skill set. That's quarterback's good. They got Jackson Laminack that just goes crazy. He's a kid that's been with this group for a long time, Scotty. So
just a lot got some the skill positions, right?
Yeah.
We talk about it with Noble, with Colin and Brandon and LT and Colin Thomas and those kids coming back for the Bears. Same thing with the Blanchard Lions. They're returning a junior quarterback that started as a sophomore. I think played as a freshman even.
Yes, he did.
A wide receiver, Jackson Laminack, that Shane mentioned. 37 catches, 546 yards, 7 touchdowns, Shane. And then the other wide receiver, Brayson Carter, 25 catches, 481 yards.
Kid can fly too, by the way.
He can run. And he had 5 touchdowns as well. And on top of that, you throw in, they're getting their leading rusher back, a young man by the name of Zach Garrett, who ran for 500 yards and 4 touchdowns last year. So,
just a lot of, like you said, a lot of great skill kids. But real quick, back to the Brayson Carter. That kid had 2, if I'm not mistaken, 2 punt returns for scores as well.
Wow.
That was 2 of his 5 touchdowns came on the special teams.
So going to be great importance for the Bears to wrap up and get that young man to the ground on the initial hit.
Yep,
versus allowing him to break free, pick up another 5-7 yards.
Yes, totally. So that so there you have it. So the Blanchard Lions come to town, really good ball club, and we apologize. We just kind of blew right through the national anthem there. So, but anyway, the Lions come to town. This will be their first game of the season, Randy. They have not played yet, and so kind of what we've kind of dealt with last week, they're going to deal with this week.
That's right. And old coaches will tell you the most improvement a team has is between week 1 and week 2.
That's right.
So we've got an advantage there, and
there you
we've
go.
been out here live, and they haven't yet. So hopefully that'll play in, particularly early in the ball game.
Yes, sir. Well, very good. Well, guys, I tell you, let's take a quick time out here. We'll come back with we're going to have the coin flip, and we'll also have the captains of the game, and we'll get into the referee and the umpires as well. So stay with us here. We'll be back at noblebears.tv.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Hey guys, Nathan's Automotive, proud supporter of Noble Athletics. We work on all makes and models specializing in diesel engine repairs. I'm so proud to show our support for the Noble Public Schools through our unique Auto Repairs for Bears program. Bring your car in for maintenance or repair and drop those repair receipts off at any school campus, and Nathan's will give back 5% of the totals to the Noble Public School System. We're looking forward to serving you for all your automotive needs. Go Bears!
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
Okay, we are back at Noble Stadium. The band, the kids are starting to line up. The cheerleaders getting ready to have the sweet sign being laid down on the turf.
Anxious to see what it is this week, Shane.
It's always, as we mentioned last week, Matt talked about they make those things in the summertime.
Yeah, in the summer, yeah,
which is pretty cool. So,
yep.
But man, they're starting to file in, Scotty. I mean, look at the Blanchard's going to bring a big group over here.
Yes,
for sure.
they are, and obviously, I think they're leaving that furthest section to our right open for the Blanchard band.
Oh wow!
I don't know if they're here yet or not.
That's sweet,
Shane. But I would imagine that's who's going to be sitting in that section. But yeah, here come the Noble captains.
Yeah, absolutely. So what we got for the captains here, I'll go ahead and do the Noble Bear captains. Number 18 is Colin Fisher, quarterback. Number 11 is L.T. Taylor. Number 4 is Lucas Conley. Had a big game last week for sure. And then number 1 is Brandon Harper, our main man there. So there are the captains for the Bears. Scotty, go ahead.
Yeah, so the captains for the Lions this evening, Shane, are going to be number 3, the young man that we've talked about plenty already, Jackson Lamanick. Number 11 is Bryson Frazier. He's a senior wide receiver, 6 foot 150. And the other young man is trying to get his number.
Yeah, 58.
58?
58, yes.
That is Landon Jarak. He's a senior offensive lineman, defensive end, 5'10", 180. So
okay. And this is kind of where Matt is gone this week. We usually have Scotty down on the field with the coin toss,
right?
But we'll just kind of have to visually watch this. Now, real quick, guys. One thing I have noticed, I think we might be having some fireworks tonight.
Yes, we are.
We are. Does it look like over in the church parking lot?
I talked to Mike DeBusk and Martin Tugas as well.
Okay.
And they're handling that this evening. So
okay, very good. Well,
thank you to those guys.
Sweet.
There's the coin
flip.
flip.
I think I can see those guys here from where I'm standing. Yeah.
Looks like Noble won the toss.
They're going to defer.
All right, very good.
Yep.
So back to the defense, guys. What do you think, Red? It worked well last week.
Well, that's right. Yeah, defense was our strength last week for sure, particularly in that first half. So this is a little different critter we're going to try to tackle tonight.
Yes,
but,
it is.
It would be nice to get a stop and put one in the end zone early here.
Oh my gosh, that would be outstanding. It looks like we have the defensive starters.
Yep, there's our defensive starters for the Bears. Number 1, Brandon Harper. He'll start at cornerback. Number 5, that is Trevor Rudd. He's a free safety. Number 33 is Seth Scruggs for your Bears, and he's a defensive end. Number 56, Max Savageau, linebacker. Number 4, Luke Conley, also a linebacker. Number 12, Logan Kirby. He's a corner. Third year to start for Logan, so
big time.
Nice job by Logan Kirby. Number 23, Colin Thomas, starting at outside linebacker, Shane.
That's good. That's
good. So Colin Thomas looks to be going both ways this evening. Number 2, L.T. Taylor. He is the strong safety. I was really pleased to see him back last week.
Absolutely.
So
he's number 11, actually.
Yeah.
Just FYI.
Number 11. You're right.
So that
number 24 is Eric Hensley. He was the player of the game last week against the Piedmont Wildcats.
Okay.
He's the nose guard. Number 41, Jackson Stewart.
Big time there.
And number 54, Mason Crawford is the defensive end. So
that's awesome. So they're the
hey, did I hear Scotty using Roman numerals there when he was describing LT?
Yeah,
Yep, exactly.
Oh man! So
I didn't know you were Latin.
Just gonna make sure everybody's paying attention, Randy.
All right, I got you.
And here comes the Noble Bear bus down 48th Street behind the visiting section of the Blanchard Lions, and he's going to make that turn onto Etowah. Got that police escort this evening.
This is really
as
cool,
always,
man.
Shane. So
we missed this last week, but just having the jumbotron too going on, as you can see that. It's kind of hard to see on the video, but behind the bus coming in, our new jumbotron, there's a little video going on, and this is just a really cool setup entry for a high school football team here.
Yeah, it's hard to beat.
Yeah, sure.
And there's our sign by the cheerleaders, Shane. You're younger than I am. I'm gonna let you read that.
Okay, so it's time to tame the lions. Here we go. So there you have it.
Nice job, young ladies.
Yeah, that's a good one. So it's just a cool look. They come out of the bus into the little half tunnel, and then they'll blaze right through this sign and get some smoke going.
We've set that tunnel up a time or two, haven't we?
We have, yes. 2 sections of it.
Our good friends Martin Tugas and Mike DeBusk, lassoed us in many years ago doing that. So
and remember, it used to be on the other end of the field.
Yep,
too.
exactly. We used to do it on the north end.
Yeah.
So
that was always kind of a challenge to get that thing off of there. So hey, real quick, you got the referees, umpires.
Oh yeah.
Let's go with that real quick before this thing gets going here.
Our officials this evening will be the referee will be Daryl Knapp.
The umpire will be Nathan Gatewood. Head linesman will be James Carney. Line judge, Tracy Avra. And the back judge, Jonathan Knapp.
Okay, very good.
So Daryl and Jonathan have to be a father-son.
Yeah, absolutely.
Most
and,
likely.
Randy, looks like the Lions have taken the field, and they looked excited. Like they got a bunch of freshmen suiting up, so it looks like they got a gigantic field or team over there, which they do actually.
Yeah, they got a lot of kids over there, and they came out all fired up like you would expect.
Here come your Noble Bears.
Okay, here they go. That little turf monster got LT right there coming out of the gate. There you go. There's the fireworks. Good camera work there, guys. So that worked out really well. So here we go.
It's my first time to watch it from up here, Shane.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
It is pretty neat. And, as the year goes on, too, when it gets a little darker, I mean, it's even better, obviously.
Right.
So, but, no, this is a cool setup, and we are getting ready to kick this bad boy off here. So final thoughts, Randy, before we get this kicked off here. We have a little technical difficulty there.
Might not have heard us.
Scotty, what do you think here?
I missed the keys to the game, but I think the last one I heard was composure, something along those lines, right?
Keep our emotions under control.
Yeah.
And then I think just grab momentum early. That's kind of what I thought.
Yeah, and I think, the one thing kind of piggyback off that, Shane, is the penalties.
Oh, yeah.
And
absolutely.
keep the penalties to a minimum.
Yep.
Right? And I don't think we had a whole lot of penalties last week, maybe less than 3 or 4.
It had to be, yes. Maybe max of 5. I mean, it was a tremendous job by our kids not to have those penalties for sure. So we just need to keep that rolling as well. And, one of the things we didn't have a whole lot of was our kicking game either. It just wasn't a lot of scores, so we didn't see many kickoffs. But this is another aspect of our game that we really need to start kind of polishing up pretty well.
Yeah, exactly. Because as we get into district play, these kickoffs, those punts, those kickoff returns and punt returns, they're very important to the outcome of the game.
That's
so,
right.
So it looks like we got a new kicker, guys, kicking off this week.
Yeah, that's number 7, Tayden Swopes, senior, 5'9", 150.
Okay, very good. So Tayden Swopes.
He has the ball on the 40-yard line, and he's waiting for the signal from the referee. There it is. He approaches the ball. There's the kick. Little squib kick down, taken by the up back, number 8. So the Lions will have the ball about the 42, 43-yard line.
Okay, yep. Tyler Hughes for the Blanchard picks that kickoff up. Boy, they got it out past the 40, right about the 43-yard line. So good starting position for the Lions here, guys. And, they always they bring a front over that's always pretty good size kids up front. And, they're pretty physical there as well. So, again, it's just going to be a challenge, guys. It's going to be really, they got to stay hooked up tonight.
Yeah, Devin Knight in at linebacker for the Bears to start defensively right now, Shane. So.
Okay, a little. Oh, we had a little.
Oh,
so we had.
There we go.
So yeah, that was the Brayson Carter kid coming in motion. A little bit of a bobble there. Good hands by corralling that in, but he tried to cut upfield, but he kind of got a turf monster.
Yeah, lost about 4 yards. So
yes.
It'll be 2nd and 14 for the Lions from the 39-yard line.
Gosh, I'm telling you guys, Carson Cooksey, this kid can really sling it here. Those are really tight spiral. Really good ball, and he's very accurate as well.
There's the snap. Cooksey drops back. Bears step. Oh, they might have him. Oh. Cooksey gets away, escapes downfield, out of bounds after about a 6-yard gain, right around the 50.
Okay, so it looks like they had Brayson Carter looking for the streak route there, and the pocket collapsed, pushed Cooksey out, and he picked up a pretty nice yard there, but 3rd and 5 here. Big third down already. Coming out
they
of
actually
the
marked him out at the 48-yard line, Shane.
Okay.
So.
You got to give credit to the secondary there, guys. And,
good coverage downfield.
Yep. So here we go. It's going to be a passing down more than likely here. So here, what do we got? Okay.
There's the snap.
Stay home.
Got a man open down the middle of the field, and he jumps over the safety, and he's going to take it into the end zone for a touchdown for the Blanchard Lions.
So
that's Jackson Lamanick.
Yep. Again, the kid, he's been doing that for years now, Jackson Lamanick. So just kind of a deep slant route right there. Cooksey did a tremendous job of evading that rush, kind of stepped up into the pocket, and then he found
extended the play, Shane.
Extended the play, and he found the guy over the middle. And, again, it's, like you had said, Randy, it's going to be a different challenge tonight. I mean, the passing game was just not there last week. It's going to be there tonight. So,
talking to Coach during the week, he said, they're going to try to play a lot of zone, but you also got to play some man. But the problem with playing the zone is they flood so many receivers out that you can't cover them all.
Yeah,
and
right.
Lamanick was pretty wide open over
sure
kind of middle deep there, middle of the field, 10, 15 yards downfield was where he caught that.
Sure was. So
that was Alex Price that kicked the extra point for the Lions.
And
Shane,
he missed it.
So.
He missed it.
Oh,
went
he did
wide
miss
right.
it? Okay.
Yeah, went wide right. So I tell you what, real quick, let's go ahead and get a quick timeout here. We'll be back here from NobleBears.tv.
Now is the time to protect your family with Pioneer Smart Wi-Fi. Internet security is becoming more of a fear every day. Protect your family against malware, viruses, intrusions, cyber attacks, and more. Modern internet deserves modern security. Get the best of both worlds with Pioneer in-home Wi-Fi and the Smart Wi-Fi app. Download the Pioneer Smart Wi-Fi app today or visit gopioneer.com for more information.
Welcome back to Noble Field in Noble, Oklahoma. The Lions have lined up, and deep for the Bears is Brandon Harper, LT Taylor, and
looks like Logan Kirby on that
Kirby.
other side.
Okay,
It's
there's the
dark
kick,
over there.
and that's going to be fielded by Luke Conley about the 30-yard line. He steps out of bounds, and so just a short gain there for Luke. And he steps out of bounds at the 33-yard line. So that's where the Bears offense will set up. And
okay. Good job by Luke. I mean, just coming in, don't let that ball bounce any further into our territory there. So nice job of coming in and fielding that, getting out of bounds quickly. Looked like he kind of bobbled that ball a little bit as well. So, all right, here we go. This is kind of the similar starting positions that we had last week.
Yeah, and, obviously Colin Fisher, deep, takes the snap, fakes the handoff to Thomas, and then he gains about 3 yards.
Okay.
3-4 yards.
Very good. So just a fake to Thomas, and then Colin Fisher rolls to his right side, picks up 3 yards. We'll take that. 2 or 3 yards. Looks like more than 2. The board is indicating 2, but it looks like 4 actually. But
yeah. So it'll be 2nd and 6 for the Bears.
Okay.
Fisher takes the snap, throws out quickly to Brandon. Brandon breaks free. He's right in the secondary. So again, down to the 45-yard line, Shane.
Yeah, so just a little swing pass out to Brandon, get the ball in his hands, make things happen, and there you see that burst of speed he has going north and south, just like a shot out of a cannon. So,
and I'm telling you, Shane, I saw it firsthand last week. It's fast up here, but it's even faster when you're down there and right in front of it. So.
Yeah. And, last week, this is a good move here. Oh, there we go.
Wide receiver.
Oh, we had him. Yeah, we had him.
Trying to get LT Taylor down the left sideline.
Just need to put a little more air under that ball there, Shane.
Yeah, absolutely. And that will be there all night because they're going to be worried about these underneath routes so much. I think we're going to have the ability to throw that ball deep tonight and maybe hit a home run here and there. But, good call, Randy. Just kind of put a little air into that one. Nice ball, just a little deep.
That's going to set up 2nd and 10 for the Bears from the 45.
Okay, good. Yep. Again, just kind of Brandon coming back towards the line of scrimmage. Colin finds him out in the flat there. Not the flat, but just kind of behind the scrimmage. He picks about 4 yards, so
sets up a big 3rd and 6.
Yep.
And I think we're in 4-down territory. Once we cross the 50, Shane, right. I think, like you said, I think this is going to be a shootout this evening. So I think we're in 4-down territory here.
Yep,
Fisher takes the snap, rolls out to his right, finds, and misses.
Yep, just kind of
LT Taylor.
LT set right on the other side of the first down. Colin rolls to his right, And I don't know if the ball kind of got to LT's left or not, but kind of just missed on that one. So it looks like we are going to punt this down and maybe pin them deep here.
Be Logan Kirby doing the punting for the Bears this evening.
Guys, that series wasn't kind of, but I felt like there's some things that we're going to have all night.
Yeah,
right? I mean, there's some good running lanes for Colin, and I think Colin Thomas will have some stuff too. So I think if we can just keep it rolling and keep the that's
good kick.
Oh, yeah.
Went into the end zone, so the Lions will have the ball.
We do have a flag down up over by their sideline. I don't know if someone moved early or what, but if it's on them, we may reconsider here.
Yeah, because if it's on the Lions, it's a 5-yard penalty. It'll be 4th and 1 for the Bears.
But it's not. It's a false start on us, so looks like they're just going to decline it more than likely.
There's that first penalty of the night.
Yep.
That obviously doesn't go against the Bears, but it's still a penalty. So the Lions will have the ball at the 20.
Yep, right there. So
Put it down. Come on.
Well, he was kind of he did both signals there. I don't know what.
Well, I think they're marking off the penalty here.
Okay, so we'll get it to the 30. Yeah, it makes sense. So
no, they're not. Okay, 25-yard line.
Okay, gotcha. So they just declined it. So just the ball went in the touchback. So there we go.
25-yard line. So.
All right, here we go.
1st and 10 for the Lions. 25-yard line. There's the handoff.
Oh, boom. Good hit right there. So again to 24, Scotty, right there. That is
Zach Garrett, the senior running back for the Lions, 5'7", 145. Not very big, but quick, shifty.
Yeah, he had a nice game with us last year against us. Just again, nothing to that. Kind of moved to his left side, picked up about almost 10, just shy of the first down. So a nice start for the Lions once again. There we go. So these are the things that we did not do last week. Lost a little bit of focus there, and that will be a first down for the Lions as we jumped off sides there. So, okay. Again, so going back kind of the emotions, just you get these emotions under wraps. Stay within yourself. You don't have to do too much here.
Yeah, and the Lions will have the ball at the 40-yard line now, Shane. So 1st and 10 for the Lions. 8:51 remaining in the first quarter. Lions lead 6-0.
Yep, here we go.
There's the snap to Cooksey. Throws it out.
Yeah, that kid can.
That was Brayson Carter.
Yeah, that kid is a sophomore. He had 2 returns for special teams touchdowns, but the kid is a burner. It's kind of like Brandon, really, Harper. Just get the ball in his hands. He's going to make some things happen.
He makes people miss in space.
Yep, there's another little. And you can't get caught up in there. Yep, so right there, good job by number 9 for the Lions right here. That is Reagan Palmer. He just kind of turned Logan Kirby back in and allowed a little running lane on the outside.
Yeah, Lamanick just, snuck in behind that, and then he was gone, right up the sideline.
Yep, so that was, gosh, they're making this look easy, fellas, right now.
Yeah.
I mean, they really are. I mean, yep. So good run there. I mean, you got about 3 or 4, but just a quick give. Again, that's going to be their main guy, Zach Garrett. Picked up about 3 yards on that carry. But, they mixed up the balance from run and pass has been really good for Blanchard as well, guys.
Yeah, they have it now 2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line, Shane.
Okay.
But you're right. They're mixing it up. They're not, committing to the run or anything like that. There's a pass out in the flats to number 1. And
so
he is
pulled
out of bounds by a trio of Bears at about the 14-yard line, looks like.
Yep, so just very similar to kind of what we do with Brandon Harper, guys.
Yep.
They just he just basically stays on maybe a foot or 2 off of the line of scrimmage, swing it out to him, and then let him go make some plays here. So, I mean, you got him and Lamanick, man. The kids can really run, so it's going to be a challenge all night for us.
Cooksey sets up behind center, gives some direction to his wide receivers to his right, brings number 3 in motion, hands off to number 24,
Okay, good stop right there. So, again, just kind of a counterplay back to the left. Not much there. Good job by number 56. That's Max Savageau coming in and cleaning that up there.
Max is a good kid.
Oh, absolutely. Play a hard-nosed kid. He's always been that way.
Came over and gave me a hug while I was down on the sideline earlier. So
you got so Garrett comes out of the ball game. Mikhail Howell comes in number 20.
Yep.
For Blanchard. So you got a little second running back that we're going to see tonight.
Lamanick is to Cooksey's left at about the 14-yard line.
Yep.
Cooksey fakes, throws out in the flats to the tight end.
There you go. So just not much to that. Yeah, Hudson Perryman just kind of, initially a block just kind of slips out off the line a little bit, and they just kind of flare it out to him.
He's listed as a quarterback, Shane, on their roster, but
okay.
He caught the pass there. Looked like he was maybe, might have been lined up as a tight end. So 3rd and 3, big down here for the Bears. You got to think with the kicking, with that extra point being missed on the Lions' first drive, that probably 4-down territory for the Lions,
absolutely.
But we'll see.
Inside the 10, I'd almost, definitely.
7-yard line for the Lions.
And, Cooksey's also, he's a dual threat as well, guys. He just, he throws a really nice ball. That ball was missed, kind of overthrown in the back of the end zone. But, gosh, you get him out of the pocket. He's, run, throw type scenario. So, here we go. This is going to be a big 4th down here. Let's see. We're on the 7-yard line. Okay, I was. The
7-yard line, 4th and 3 for the Lions. Bear defense looking to get a stop here. 6:25 remaining. Bears trail 6-0 after the Lions took the opening drive down the field and converted for a touchdown.
Yeah, they're going to put that tight end, on the right side.
Yeah.
Kind of an extra blocker here.
There's the snap to Cooksey.
Yep.
Short little pass.
All
That's
right,
going to be
there
knocked
we go.
down.
Good deal.
Nice job by the defense. It got to stop, Shane.
There we go. So, again, they were trying to find Brayson Carter over the middle, but Cooksey kind of threw it back to his left, so he could not corral that. So, a turnover on down. So, big defensive stand there for the Bears, Scotty. And, Randy, that was nice. What'd you see down there? Lost the – okay. We got some water.
Somebody needs some water.
Coaches need some water. So it looks like we have a little I think it's a timeout by the refs, actually, guys. I did not see a timeout called. Oh, it's just a turnover on down. So you got a little bit of a delay here. So a little bit of get some watered up a little bit. And so we just need to sustain a drive here, fellas.
Yeah, I think, the Bears, get the offense clicking and maybe pick up, 2 or 3 first downs, get down the field, flip the field here on them, Shane, and – drive into Lion territory, but it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Bears. 6:19 remaining.
Yep.
And the Bears will have the ball at the 7-yard line.
Okay, and it looks like they're bringing in Jackson Stewart. Last week he did a tremendous job on the. He's been in there a time or two of blocking tight end basically, but he does a tremendous job. But again, here we go. We're gonna have some options. Coach Davidson last week really tried to get that run game established.
That was nice of Stewart's grandmother to come up and say hi to us.
Oh, absolutely, that was nice.
Before the game started. So there's a swing pass out in the flats. That's Brandon has the ball. And
we're going to
have a hold, guys.
Yep. Thank you, Randy. That was LT or Kirby?
Well, so again, you're just trying to get to the ball into your playmaker's hands. And unfortunately, tremendous effort on the block. But there is going to be a hold there, so that's going to be half the distance of the goal.
Didn't see a number.
Yeah, it was kind of jumbled up down in there. I wish they'd say who it was. I know down in Texas, I was watching a high school Texas game. They actually say who the penalties are.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Huh. Okay.
So
what is that, Shane? Half the distance of the goal?
Yep. So, it's a spot. So they
it's a spot foul. Okay.
Yeah, so 10 yards from where he was held. So, it would have been a nice gain.
5-yard line for the Bears. Handoff to Colin Thomas. Gets about 1. Chopped down around the 6-yard line by number 74. And that is Luke Meeker.
Yep, big, nice play by Luke Meeker coming through there. But again, just to give to Thomas and tried to kind of bounce that out. And just not much there. He kind of chopped him down at the legs. You go low and you're going to knock kids down pretty quickly, right? So that's a nice tackle there by Meeker.
So that brings up 2nd and about 12. Fisher drops back. There's a throw down the middle of the field. He's got Brandon. Oh,
man,
just out of reach, just out of his reach, Shane, about the 45-yard line.
Yep, just a hair out of his reach. The number 9 for Blanchard was, had a right behind Reagan Palmer, was right on him. There was a little bit of pressure on Colin when he threw that. I look back and they were helping him up off the turf. But again, fellas, I think that deep ball is going to be there.
It should be there, yeah.
And they got to respect that. And you would think that would open up some underneath routes for us as well.
Well, and to Blanchard's credit there, Shane, they had 2 defensive backs running with Brandon.
Yeah, they sure did. And, that's going to be, all year, the key is going to be on Brandon Harper. I mean, for a lot of so we had
it.
Yep.
Had LT there, but just a little bit high.
Yeah, and he had a little pressure off his right side. He had to step up in the pocket. And
moving forward, throwing the ball, just got a little away from him.
Yep, sure did. So now we're going to have to be careful here, guys, because you're going to have Laminack and Carter back deep. This is a dangerous situation here for the Bears. These 2 kids are really good, and you're going to have to kick it to them.
Yeah, you almost want to kick to the sideline, I think, towards the Bears sideline.
Okay,
and that's what they do.
He still fields it.
Yeah, Laminack fields it at about the 45, and the Bears do a nice job wrapping him up. Brought
job.
Down at the 41 by Devin Knight.
Pretty good coverage there, guys.
That was, boy, this is the 3rd time, though, guys. Their starting position has been tremendous right here. They started on their 43 in the first series. Now they're in our territory, man. This is
Did you see that, Shane? Instant replay.
I did. That was very nice.
That's new this week, ladies and gentlemen. Dave Rowden and his team, just tremendous job. I mean,
they all do really good getting all this set up for us. But yeah, that was a tremendous play by Devin Knight coming down, and because like I said, the Laminack kid is very shifty, and he's hard to bring down. So again, they have tremendous starting position here, guys.
So they're going to have the ball at the 40. 41-yard line. No, I'm sorry.
Was there a penalty?
There had to have been.
A false start. Okay, so that must have been on the – so we did not see that on the punt. So
the Lions will have the ball at the 36-yard line, 1st and 10.
Yep,
Cooksey takes the snap, hands off to the number 28.
That's
and
20.
That is,
number
20?
Yep.
Oh, so that's Mikhail Howe.
Yep, so again, 24, Zach Garrett, has not been back in. He left the last series, so Mikhail Howe gets the feed right up the middle. Picked up a nice gain, about 4 yards there.
Yeah, 2nd and 6 for the Lions from the 32-yard line.
Yep, so
there's
there you go.
Snap. Devin Knight really close to picking that off and taking it back downfield.
So again, they try to swing that out quickly to Brayson Carter. Excuse me, I keep saying that wrong. And Devin Knight jumped in front of that pass. So here's another
nice read by Devin.
Yeah, it was a tremendous read there. And so here we go. That's going to set up a big 3rd down here. But nice play, Devin Knight.
3rd and 6 for the Lions from the 32-yard line. Bears need to get a stop here. Here's the handoff.
Yeah,
I think we might have had
we got a false start here. It's going to move back 5.
Yeah.
Was kind of a late flag there.
Yeah. Yeah, so false start on Lions. That'll take them back 5 yards, as Shane mentioned. And that'll make it 3rd and 11.
Okay, good.
From about the 37-yard line, I believe.
Okay, good. We'll always take a penalty, right?
Oh, absolutely.
In our favor. Boy, just the contrast of penalties, guys, from last week till tonight. I mean, it's already – we probably have surpassed the penalties that we had last week.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, mistake-free game last week, you know, and
you know, you're going to get crews like that. Some crews call a lot, some do not. So it just kind of looks like tonight we're going to have one of those. There's an open
Cooksey
man.
going downfield, and it's going to be caught in the end zone by the Lions for a touchdown.
That was a tremendous pass, tremendous catch. Tyler Hughes, I mean, he laid that right in there. So, I mean, again, he had all day to throw the pass. We had no rush there. He does a nice job of stepping up into that pocket and threw a really nice deep ball. Like I said, man, the kid can really throw it. I was kind of surprised they're not going for 2 right here. You got Alex Price coming in. He missed the last one, so I thought that might be going for 2. But
there's the snap and the kick, and that one's good.
Okay, so let's go ahead and take a quick break here at noblebears.tv.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
Hey, guys.
Welcome back to Noble High School football field, where the Bears have fallen behind 13-0 to the Blanchard Lions with 4:29 remaining in the first quarter.
Yep. Gosh, Scotty, they and Randy, I mean, they're just kind of at will doing what they want right now. I mean, we got lucky that they didn't score on the second drive, right, on the turnover on downs. But I mean, the starting field position has been huge in their favor. So we've got to have something big on this drive.
Well, we got to have a score.
Yeah,
Shane.
absolutely.
I mean,
we got to have a score.
We got to put points on the board.
And
in the form of a touchdown.
That's right. Still tons of game left.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But
they're
the obviously okay.
And
Not
it goes
bad.
out of
There
bounds.
you go. Good. So that's a good decision there by Andrew Holmes to let that bounce. So we will get some yardage tacked on there.
And Shane, you mentioned his name, Andrew Holmes, right?
Yes.
The only freshman dressed out with the Bears.
Sure is.
Right?
And he did really good last week. So, yeah, it looks like he might. I thought I saw him coming in. Excuse me, on the defensive line again. He might be getting some action tonight as well. So
okay.
We're going to move that up 5 yards here, so that's going to be good.
So that's going to make it 1st and 10 for the Bears, and they will have the ball at the 35-yard line, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, 35-yard line. Bears have yet to get anything really going offensively. Yep. A couple passes that have been completed, but nothing on the board yet as far as points. So there's the snap to Fisher. Hands off to Colin Thomas.
Okay.
Gains about 3 yards, Shane, before he's knocked down by the line defense.
Good. So just a give to Thomas in the backfield. And, yeah, like you said, finds his way up the middle. Found a nice little hole there and picked up 3 or 4 yards there. So nice start on this first down play for this series.
And, I mentioned it last week, Shane. We need a tight end.
Yeah.
We got to have somebody that can get down the seam, down the middle of the field. And there's Fisher, and I think
good catch.
That's a nice catch by L.T. Taylor at the 48-yard line.
Oh, this guy's coming in and saying he. So how is the guy on the other side of the field make that and the guy right here? Yeah, that's. I don't think the coaches like that too much. But again, the play kind of.
Do we have
broke
a replay
down.
on that, Dave?
Yeah, that was. But again, the play is just rushed. The timing is out of sequence. Collins rolling to his right, trying to throw back to his left, so there really wasn't much there anyway. Tremendous effort by LT to corral that, but the line judge over there said it was no good.
Yeah, so 3rd and 6 for the Bears from the 39-yard line. Harper comes in motion. Fisher keeps, barrels up, and he's going to have a first down at the 46, just past the 45-yard line, Shane.
Okay, very good.
They didn't get a very good spot, Shane.
Yeah, well, the guy up top is across the line. Okay, now he's saying first down. There you go. So they're giving him the first down.
Okay,
so that's good.
First down, Bears.
So yeah, so a keeper for Colin, and he lowers his shoulder, and he got him some right there once again. So tremendous job by Colin to tough run, get that first down. So maybe get this offense kind of rolling at this point.
Yeah, and they've got 3, trips to the right, and then Colin Thomas and Logan Kirby down to the bottom. There's a pass completed. Nice little move by L.T. Taylor. He's upfield, and he's going to be down about the 36-yard line.
Good.
Nice
Okay.
pass and nice play call there by
Great job.
offensive coordinator Kyle Davidson.
Absolutely. So good job of Collins stepping up into the pocket, buying himself a little bit of time, and then LT did a tremendous job going about 10 yards, sitting down. Collins found him, and then he was able to get up the field for some extra yardage. So great play by LT.
Yeah. And they're going tempo here, Shane. So Bears get the call. There's a snap. Fisher on the keeper, right up the middle. There's a big hole, and Collins going to rumble down to the 19-yard line.
There you go.
Nice job by Colin Fisher. Good call.
Yeah, and again, this is something that can really open up those passing lanes,
Yeah.
guys. You start running the ball up the middle like that,
Yep.
it's going to start sucking them back in, and then the outside should open up. So tremendous job here by Colin Fisher to get him some running yards here. Set up a nice first down right at about the 20. So
Yep.
good spot here.
1st and 10 for the Bears. There's a snap. Handoff to Thomas up the middle, and he's going to have a gain of about 9 yards.
There we go.
Nice job, CT.
Very good. So, again, we're just sticking with what is working right now. We have found something up the middle. So, again, like you said, Scotty, kind of working the pace right now. Just keep this going here on the ground.
There's the snap. Handoff to Thomas up the middle again. Breaks to his
Okay.
right and down. Barrels his way down to about the 5-yard line.
Okay,
So
good job there. So, again, tough yards there for Thomas, but he is able to pick up about 5, and that will put us where? About the 5-6-yard line.
6-yard line looks like, Shane.
Okay, very good. So now we're going to kind of slow it back down just a little bit. Kind of, I like rolling Colin to our sideline, giving him that option to run throw here.
Yeah, spread them out. Get those corners in the secondary, back deep in the end zone.
Oh, good play there.
Yeah, nice play by the Lion defense
Yeah,
as
sure
they
is.
drag Brandon down inside the 5. Looks like he might have gotten to the 4-yard line.
It's hard to tell what that. I think it was number 14. That's Colson Carpenter, I believe, out there that made that nice play for the Lions. It's kind of hard to tell that number from where we're sitting, but regardless, it sets up a 3rd down from the 4. Oh, we got a penalty, guys.
Colin rolls out to his left.
Maybe it's an
finds
offside.
LT
Hold on.
Taylor in the back of the end zone for a touchdown.
We do have a penalty, though. Let's see what we got. Now, they didn't stop it. I wonder if we got an offsides here. Offsides, maybe a free play to let him go. If that is the case, LT will have a touchdown in the back of the end zone. Let's go.
Here's the call.
Illegal shift. Golly, so that's not going to count. So
that's going to back the Bears up to about the 13.
Man, like I said, huge contrast from what we had last week, guys. I mean, what is that, Randy? You think our 7th, 8th penalty already in the first quarter? I mean, it's got a rough right now. Did not have any of this last week. So again, you got to go 2 downs
Ball on the
here.
9-yard line for the Bears. There's a snap to Fisher. Sets his feet, rolls out to his left,
Nice.
finds
Colin Thomas.
Colin Thomas in the end zone for a touchdown. Noble Bears.
Okay,
Bears are on the board, Shane.
Yes, sir. So we had trips on the right side. Nothing was there, so Colin rolls back to his right and finds Colin Thomas just beyond the goal line.
He
for
just
the
sat
6.
down, Shane, and just
did.
turned, and Colin put the ball right in his belly. So
this
nice
is big
job.
here, fellas. This is big. We got to
Yeah.
have this. This is part of the game that we've got to figure out. And Taden Swopes comes in, and I think he nailed it.
Yep.
Attaboy. Good job, Taden
Good job.
Swopes.
Nice job, Mr. Swopes.
Very good. So there you have it, Scotty. So we were able to respond to their touchdown. So that brings it to 13-7.
Yep.
Let's go ahead and take a break here on NobleBears.tv.
Sounds good. Thank you, Shane.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
just a second. We're getting ready to go live.
Okay, we're back in Noble at Noble High School Field, where the Bears just punched it in with 1:08 remaining in the first quarter and closed the gap 13-7. And Mr. Swopes, who just converted on the extra point, is back out there for the kickoff. He'll be kicking off from the 40-yard line. And here's the kick.
Okay, not bad right there.
Nice kick by Swopes. And that's come up and fielded by number 1, Brayson Carter. And the Bears can't bring him down.
But we're going to have a hold, I believe.
Yeah.
That's coming back, fellas. We're going to have a hold up at the 22-yard line. I saw the flag come out right when he held him, so that should be on Blanchard at this point.
Is that a spot foul, Shane?
It should be, yeah. So from that, it should have been on that 12-yard line is where they're going to get this ball.
Okay, all right.
More than likely. That's kind of what, typically on a return, that's what it usually is called as well. So, but gosh, I'm telling you, when you get the ball in Brayson Carter's hands, good things going to happen here, fellas.
Yeah.
And,
it's like Brandon
2.0. It is. I'm telling you, it's exactly how Brandon plays. The kid's very fast. He makes some really good moves, has great hands. So,
Shane, what's going on in Class 5A football right now?
Well,
across the state?
right out of the gate, the Ada Cougars are playing the Ardmore Tigers this evening. Ada's up 21-0 in the second quarter, so that's kind of a shock there. Coweta is beating Wagner 6-0. Another game of interest for us. Midwest City 19, Carl Albert 14.
Wow.
So. So here we go. We got the call coming right now. Let's see what.
Face mask on the line.
Okay, very good.
Even.
Oh, it's so.
So
the offset.
A personal foul and a face mask on the Bears.
So it looks like these guys are. I don't know if this is their first game out, but the crowd and the coaches are not liking a lot of their calls here. I mean, good night. They've called a ton of penalties.
This is the same crew as last week, Shane.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. Well, they must have been told to throw more penalties this week. So
I think the Lions are going to ask the Bears to re-kick. Shane.
Looks like. Sure do. We're going to re-kick this and.
And that was a really nice kick by Swopes too. I mean,
yeah, totally.
It went right over the up back's head and bounced about the 25-yard line.
Yeah, anytime you can get a kickoff to bounce, that's generally a good thing.
Yeah, absolutely, Randy. Thank you.
But you got to keep that, that backside.
Yeah, you don't want number 1 picking it up on the bounce.
No.
And, he's athletic enough. He can run from his spot about the 10-yard line. I mean, the ball in the air, he can come and get that thing. I mean, that's what I'd have him do. Just go make a play here. This is a cool angle here, too.
Oh, that is a nice angle by our cameraman, Ricky Bobby. There's another good kick into the middle of the field this time. Oh, and that ball's down on the ground. And he fell back on top of it.
Fell right back on it.
So about the 34-yard lines is where the Lions will start.
Yeah,
I think this is their 4th drive of the game.
Yes, Shane? It is. Colson Carpenter got lucky there. The ball came in his basket, popped out, and he was able to jump back on that. So very little return, but Blanchard was able to get back on that. And this is by far their worst starting position all night, fellas.
Yeah, most. I think 2 of their 3 drives have started in Bear territory.
Yeah.
So 34-yard line for the Lions. Lions lead 13-7 over the Bears. 48.1 seconds remain in the first quarter. There's the snap. Cooksey looking to pass. All kinds of time.
Yep, just got to tackle.
And he completes the pass.
And again, I'm sorry, go ahead, Scotty.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, he does a tremendous job of extending that play. And, Jackson Stewart had a nice job of pursuit of him, but Cooksey just moved to his left and just found, I believe that was Laminack just sitting on the sideline. And he just able to pull it in to get the first down. Actually, I'm sorry, that was Reagan Palmer, number 9.
Yes.
So he just did a nice job of sitting right there on the sideline.
We were just talking about, the Lions starting in their own territory. Well, now they're in Bear territory after one play. So 49-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Lions. Comes Laminack in motion, handoff, number 24. And he is down the middle of the Bear defense, down to the 25-yard line. Picks up a first down for the Lions.
Yep. Again, Garrett back into the ball game here, and just nothing to that, guys. We're just give deep in the backfield, and Garrett just able to find a running lane right up the middle for a huge gain. So, I mean, we're just we're getting caught up. I mean, we may have to make an adjustment here, but it's just as soon as you do that, they'll just throw it right over the top of you. So,
yeah. So we will take a quick break at the end of the first quarter, and we'll be back on NobleBears.tv. Bears trail 13-7 to the Blanchard Lions. We'll be right back.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today.
Allegiant Marketing Group produces inbound lead generation for our clients through integrated traditional and digital campaigns. We continuously develop new strategies, tactics, and productive efficiencies so you can reach your target market and get a measurable return on investment. This fast-paced world demands for your products and services to be presented at the moment your buyers need them. Targeted and innovative marketing creates your success. Call AMG today, your marketing partner.
Okay, so we are back at Noble High School football field where the Lions have the ball and are leading 13-7 over your Noble Bears. And they have 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Here's the snap to Cooksey. Throws quickly out in the flats.
Okay, just Cooksey finds his man out there in the flat. That's Laminack, and he does a nice job of getting 3 or 4 there. Good pursuit by L.T. Taylor and Logan Kirby on that to bring him down. But
and Shane, our trivia question is up for this evening. And that question is, the last game of Noble's first season was played against Blanchard. At the end of the game, Noble won by a field goal. Who kicked the winning field goal?
Ooh, very nice. Okay. I only know that because Kersey told me the answer. So,
and I only know because Kersey told both of us. So,
but do we have a penalty here, or I say, is there a penalty down, or he got that?
I don't see a flag.
Okay,
so chains are moving. So,
gotcha. Okay, so that was Laminack in motion. Number 3, Jackson Laminack coming to motion. Cooksey hands it off to him, and he cuts it up to the right. And I mean, these kids are really good at finding those running lanes and just punching up in there. So. Man.
So 1st and 10 for the Lions from the 14-yard line. There's the handoff. And he's going to scamper into the end zone for a Blanchard line touchdown. Lions are going to lead 19-7.
Yep. I mean,
before the extra point.
So again, I mean, they just that was all groundwork right there for the Lions, and they are just abusing us up front and finding those running lanes, and it's just tough to stop right now, fellas. I mean, that's just good old smash mouth football right there. It's nothing.
Driving it right down our throat, Shane.
Shane and Scotty. One of the things about this offense is it spreads you out. Where last week, we did a good job stuffing the run because they were always in 2 tight ends, and so all our defenders were in there tight too. Plus, you were right. I think I heard a minute ago, one of you said, "Hey." They were predictable last week.
Yep.
Yeah,
they're pretty one-dimensional. Yeah.
Well, we knew what Piedmont was doing. They're going to hand the ball off.
These spread offenses have wide splits between the linemen. That spreads your defenders out, and then when they've got 4 wides or 3 wide outs, that also spreads your defenders out, and it just leaves those holes up front.
Yep.
And you really got to win those one-on-one battles with our defensive linemen and linebackers, and we're not doing it right now.
We mentioned Piedmont. They're up 28-8 right now over El Reno. Shane.
Are they?
So
okay.
They're getting their offense going, obviously, which, tremendous job by the Bear defense last week against the Wildcats, but we need some of that right now.
It is
tonight.
Different animal this week.
Yep, it is.
And, we're going to see this in our district. Obviously Ardmore runs this kind of a similar set. Lawton Mack is going to do it as well. So we just have to get used to this. And this is something, good thing is the non-district games don't count towards the second season we play in.
Right.
But you still like to get after it and just keep playing hard, fellas.
Yep.
Just keep playing hard. Let's go, LT.
Kickoff. LT takes the kickoff. Moves to his left, finds a seam. He's at to about the 50-yard line and crosses midfield. So the Bears will have excellent field position here to start the second quarter with 11:07 remaining.
Guys, I bet both coaches are wanting to pull their hair out because of the kickers are not kicking it at all deep, and it's just giving each team tremendous field position here, and you're kicking it right to the best players, and they're able to get upfield right away. So good starting spot here for us midfield. We got to go punch this in. You got a double stack here. I like this move.
There's Thomas.
There we go.
Gain of about 5.
So, again, we're trying to spread them out as well. You got that stack formation, and kind of moves them out as well, creates a little running lane there for Colin Thomas.
So 2nd and 5 for the Bears. Ball at the 45-yard line.
You know, guys, on those kickoffs that are short like that, the idea is to get it high up in the air where it forces them to fair catch, and neither side is doing that.
They're more line drives.
Yeah.
Golly, it's a rush. Yeah, he just, he tried to rush that. Number 14 came off the edge there, Colson Carpenter, and Colin tried to rush that throw, and it just had nothing on it, and it hit the turf. So that was not a good pass there by Colin Fisher.
And that was pass was intended for Logan Kirby there, Shane. So I think that's the first time he's tried to target him this evening.
You know, one thing last week, guys, we only had passes complete to 3 people. And I think it's going to be important to spread that ball around more.
Yes,
you got to find some other folks to throw it to.
Run it.
Fisher's going to take the ball, move upfield, lower his head, move. He's down in the end zone, lowered his head again, and he's down at the 5-yard line. Tremendous run by Colin Fisher. Wow.
Okay, so I think it was here's the replay. I thought it was an initial pass, fake to Brandon. Colin rolls back to our sideline, and then he gets upfield. Brayson Carter said, well, let me try attacking. He said, I don't think so. Got through that block and got us inside the red zone there.
I think what he said was no.
Okay.
So the Bears will have the ball 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
I bet you're going to quarterback sneak here, fellas. Oh, yeah, there it is.
There it is. Right up the middle. Fisher with the keeper up to the 2-yard line, it looks like.
That's a very manageable second down here, Randy. What do you think?
Yeah, they got the bigs in, got the heavy package in there.
Okay, very good. Yeah, Max Savaggio coming off the field now. We saw this set a little bit last week, and it worked every time we ran it.
Right. From the 2-yard line, I'd run it 3 more times if I have to.
Now look at this. Now we're going under center, something we haven't seen in quite some time.
Right.
That's right. That's new.
LT Taylor in the backfield.
Okay, now they got a timeout.
There's a whistle, and looks like the Lions are – no, I'm sorry.
Yeah, they weren't expecting us to go into the center either.
So good call by Coach Davidson.
Yep.
So
make them burn a timeout.
Yep.
One more time, the trivia question's out there, and the trivia question is, and it's on Facebook, so please chime in. But the question is, the last game of Noble's first season was played against the Blanchard Lions. At the end of the game, Noble won by a field goal. Who kicked it?
Who kicked it? Very nice. This is a good one. I feel like there's a crowd that's going to know this, obviously. And the problem is, will they know how to get on Facebook and submit their trivia question?
What is social media?
Hey, I'm giving them a hard time. I don't have to do it either, so it's
yeah, we know, Shane.
Yeah, exactly.
Sarah does all your Facebook.
So we've had 2 nice, they score. We responded with a nice drive ourselves. They go right down our throat, but here we go, fellas. So this is a good rebound, and it might just be one of those games tonight. It's whoever has the ball last.
Yeah.
It might win this thing.
Real quick, Shane and Randy, give a shout-out to Marta Perez, who is watching from Madrid, Spain.
Oh, that's cool.
This evening.
Yeah, very nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
All the way from Spain.
They play funny football over there.
Keeper by Fisher. He barrels into the end zone. And that's going to be a touchdown, Noble Bears.
Nice right there. So, yeah, just, again, nothing fancy there, guys. We're just getting under center. And then Colin just says, I'm a little bit bigger than you are. I'm going to get through this line. And he does. And able to push that across the goal line for the 6. So here we go, Tayton Swopes. See if we can get this to a 6-point ball game.
Number 7, Tayton Swopes back.
That's a good answer there by the Bears, guys.
Yes, it was, Randy. Perfect right there. That's
holding for the Bears is Joey Bear.
And, Joey is a pretty athletic kid. A bad snap or something breaks down, he's able to corral that and make something happen.
There's the snap.
I think they blocked it.
And they blocked it. Lions did. So no good on the extra point.
It's kind of a jailbreak, guys. We're not sealing that off.
Reagan Palmer, number 9 for the Blanchard Lions, just came. Yeah, exactly, Randy. He just came right off the edge there. And actually, I think 2 of them got it.
Okay, so Bears pull within a touchdown. 9:25 remaining in the second quarter. Blanchard Lions lead 20-13. We will take a quick break on NobleBears.tv. Be sure to come back and join us. We'll be right back.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the...
Welcome back to Noble High School, to Noble Field in Noble, Oklahoma. Bears trail 20-13 to the Blanchard Lions. Good look at the younger student section out tonight supporting the Bears. And the Bears are going to kick off from the 40-yard line. That'll be Mr. Swope doing the kicking for the Bears.
Here we go. Guys, I noticed that we have a huge crowd tonight, by the way. They brought a ton of fans over.
Yeah.
This is a good-looking setup.
It gets down. Bears are going to be there to cover it, wrap up, knock him down. And there you go. And that's a nice job by the Bears special teams.
Okay,
and
great job. Oh, sorry, Scotty, go ahead.
The Lions are going to start about the 25-yard line, Shane.
Okay, so number 23, that's Corrick Pierce. Corrals that ball, kind of moved to his right. And then here comes Eric Hensley, number 24 for the Bears, and was able to light him up. So good coverage there. And, again, inside are about the 27. So this is a plus for the Bears here because this is by far their worst starting spot tonight, too. Well, I said that last series, but this is.
But, this early in the game, Shane, you got to get a stop right here.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not game-changing, anything like that, but they need to get a stop. They need to prove to themselves that they can stop this line offense.
Okay, good job right there coming down the line. Good job, Lucas Conley. So Lucas got upfield just a hair, a give to Garrett, but Luke Conley was able to crash that line and wrap him up. He still got about 2 or 3 there on that first down carry.
Yeah, so it's going to be second and
looks like about 7 right here, Scotty. Yeah, so
second and 7, 8:55 remaining in the second quarter. Bears trail 20-13. Yes, Randy.
Defensively, we need to make Cooksey uncomfortable. They're just running their offense in rhythm. Look for the Bears to start blitzing and doing some slants and things.
Nice job.
Right, there we go. There. Great job right there, staying home. That is Big Max Savageau, baby, number 56. Take a look at this replay here. Stays home. Corrals him up. Here comes LT to bring him down as well.
41.
Oh, Jackson Stewart.
Yeah, Jackson Stewart.
Sorry.
Finished him off.
So great play, Jackson Stewart and Max Savageau. Great job, boys. So here we go, big third down and 10 right now.
Third down, right, yeah. So Bears got to get a stop right here.
Why's the clock stop, fellas? I mean, that wasn't an incomplete pass, was it?
No.
Hey, what? Why's the clock stop? Clock. Oh, there it goes. He's
winding it.
Okay. I don't know why it stopped, though.
Yeah, I don't either.
It shouldn't have stopped. I mean, it doesn't matter. I'm just was curious.
Yeah, 8:08 remaining. 3rd and 10 for the Lions. Cooksey takes the snap.
Yep, here we go. They're going to.
He's looking to throw. Oh, the Bears almost had him. There's a block in the back.
Oh, wow.
Nice hit. Who is that?
That was Max Savageau again.
Max again.
Or maybe, I don't know. It's hard to tell.
So the Bear defense stiffened.
Yeah, that was Savageau, Shane.
It was Max. Okay. Woo. Max put a hit on him.
So here he comes. So he cooks.
Here's
he
the
rolling to his
replay,
right.
Shane, right here.
And a good job of not leading with the crown of the helmet,
exactly.
too.
Led with his
shoulder. Tremendous play by Max Savageau.
Mad Max.
So
love it.
Looks like we're going to have a punt situation here. I can't tell who the punter is. Can y'all see what number there is, Randy, by any chance?
It's like number number 5 maybe.
Okay.
Number 5 is Chauncey Conway. He's a sophomore, 6 foot 185.
And we had a little bit of this kid is there. About to say they had some movement. Yeah, I'm about to say they had to call a timeout. They didn't get 14 came in late. That's Colson Carpenter, and Blanchard had to get a timeout. But tremendous stop there, guys, by the defense.
Yeah, that's huge.
That is
You
huge.
take this in, tie this sucker up for
Yes.
halftime.
You know what, fellas? I go for 2. I would start going for 2. I don't know how you guys feel about this, but it's just until we get that kind of tidied down, the blocking schemes and then just the hold, the kick. I think we're leaving points on the board, but not going for 2. Or that's what I would do anyway. But I'm not a coach, so.
You know, guys, it's I don't know. That's not that difficult a thing to tighten up your line on extra points. I mean, it's a drill that you do. I don't know why we can't seem to do that.
And to their credit, they haven't had very little time to practice the extra point. So I may be getting ahead of myself just a little bit, but
well, I think going for 2 at times is fine. I think it's just going to be a situational thing, though.
Yeah.
So, there's a bad snap. Oh, and the Bears almost got it.
Great job, Luke Conley.
Oh man, that hit our guy.
Did it really?
It sure did.
Who?
Somebody was in the way there. I don't know if it was
Kirby?
21 or.
Might have been Logan Kirby.
Yep.
Well, I mean, you gotta know. You just got to be aware, guys. I mean, you know what I'm saying? The ball's in the air. Just get away.
Yeah. So that was Jordan Peterman, Shane.
Oh,
Randy.
Jordan.
21. It bounced off of him.
Yeah.
He was kind of engaged with the other team.
Well, yeah. Just get out of there and.
No trivia answers just yet, guys.
Golly, we had to stop and then we just give it right back to him.
And on the Bear side of the 50, so.
Oh, balls. Yeah, I mean, again, just nothing fancy there. You bring Brayson Carter in motion, kind of fake that, give to him, and then Garrett goes around the right side, picks up 6. So that is a good start for the Blanchard Lions here. Man, that turnovers will kill you.
Yep. Lions will have it 2nd and 5. 7:23 remaining in the second quarter. There's a snap to Cooksey. He hands off to the running back. And he's going to be just maybe short of the first down.
Boy, we had a nice push, too. We had 3 or 4 kids kind of get through the backfield there. Trevor Hand was one of them. And he was able to slip through their arms, and they're going to give them that first down there. So that is gosh. Okay, we're going to have to tighten this up a little bit right here, fellas. Tighten this up.
Yeah, so first down and 10 for the Lions. 6:52 remaining in the second quarter. There's the snap. Cooksey throws out to number 1, Carter.
Good job
Nice
there.
job by the Bears. He's going to lose a yard,
Yep.
Shane.
So good job there. I believe that was L.T. Taylor and Logan Kirby.
No, that was Peterman.
Oh, very nice. It was Peterman. Okay, very good. So Jordan Peterman comes in there. Nice. He blew that out. It's hard to tell what number it is from this distance. So great job, Jordan Peterman. You got Peterman in there. A little bit more athleticism, a little more speed with Peterman. That can kind of match some of those kids that are pretty quick. So you're going to have Brandon and Laminack. Look at this matchup, fellas, right here in the slot. And they're going to – yeah, just not much to that. I mean, just kind of a slant route. And a nice pass by Carson Cooksey right to number 9. That is Reagan Palmer. And picks up that first down. But we've got to go low and bring them down. You saw Trevor Rudd trying to hit him up high, and that's just not going to work, fellas. Because, the Palmer kid has a pretty good size advantage down there over Trevor Rudd. So,
yeah.
All right, here comes Laminack in motion. And there it is. Just
counter.
Just the counter
down
play.
To the 10-yard line for the Lions.
That, like you said, Scotty, that's a tough play to defend. You have Laminack coming in motion. They fake that, and just give it back to Garrett, and he's able to pick up 5 yards there. So nice play. Well designed.
$5:17 remaining.
Kind of taking their
2nd and 5 for the Lions at the 10-yard line. Bears trying to get a stop and get off the field here.
Okay, there we go. Yep, just going to – oh! Man, so LT had him.
Yeah.
And did a tremendous job of getting to him, but Laminack, once again, he's pretty shifty. Just, you saw Cooksey kind of read that. And we're going to have to watch for this because he's going to fake that and pull it out of Laminack's belly at some
and then
point.
just keep it
up
and run
field.
around the end.
Absolutely. So Laminack there is a nice job. They're still a little bit short of that first down. You just got to be Garrett up the middle, Randy. Little counter up the middle to Garrett.
3rd and 2 for the Lions.
Jump, yep.
7-yard line. There's a direct snap to.
Yep. So just
to Garrett.
So like I said, that just right now we're just having a really hard time defending that play, and nothing to it. Like I said, Cooksey just gets the snap, quick give to Garrett up the middle, and he is able to pick up that first down. Sets up a 1st and goal here.
You can hear that Noble student section in the background, Shane.
That
Randy.
is very good, very good. They kind of have them a little
blackout this evening and a glow section, I guess, is what
gotcha. Okay.
Mason was telling me earlier.
Okay. I mean, I can't imagine them doing much else than a run here, fellas.
Yeah,
he's going to roll out too.
He's going to roll out and just.
Yep, he's in. So, well, you turnovers. They're going to come back to haunt you. And I know that was just a mistake, or they're going to happen. But you just got to know when the ball's in the air, and they're covering you up. You just got to get away. They always say, Peter, get away from where the ball's coming down. Because we had a tremendous stop, and then we give it right back to them, and they take it into the house.
Well, and you have a chance to take the ball, get the ball back, take the ball down the field.
Yep.
Punch it in, tie the ball game up.
That's right. That's absolutely right. And now you have a swing here of I think rather than tying the ball game.
Yeah,
now we're down 14 now. So
yeah.
it's one of those swings. So right here, but good news is we get the ball back at 3:38 left, and we get the ball second half.
Exactly. So we'll take a quick break. 3:38 remaining. Bears trail 27-13 to the Blanchard Lions. We'll be right back on NobleBears.tv.
The field and off.
Hey guys, Nathan's Automotive, proud supporter of Noble Athletics. We work on all makes and models specializing in diesel engine repairs. I'm so proud to show our support for the Noble Public Schools through our unique Auto Repairs for Bears program. Bring your car in for maintenance or repair and drop those repair receipts off at any school campus, and Nathan's will give back 5% of the totals to the Noble Public School system. We're looking forward to serving you for all your automotive needs. Go Bears!
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-72...
158.
Okay, welcome back to Noble High School Field. There's the kickoff.
There we go.
Goes downfield. And Kirby drops that. Oh, and there's a reverse. Pitches back to Brandon Harper. He's going to get upfield. He's got a seam. Down the sideline to the 44-yard line. Nice play call there by the Bears, special teams.
Absolutely. I think that would have worked a little bit better if we wouldn't have fumbled that, but still, tremendous play. Good job to regroup there. Logan Kirby tosses it over to Brandon. He's able to get up near.
Yeah, he's
already past the 40. Very good.
Yeah, 43, 44-yard line. So Randy was telling us at the break, Shane, that the Lions have doubled us up as far as total offense goes.
God, what is it, Randy?
What is it, Randy? 298?
They're at 297. We're at 158, guys.
Okay. So, well, if we can extend this drive, punch it in, that'll help even that out. But what would be nice here, fellas, if we could have about a 3:05-minute drive here.
Yeah.
Leave them very little time to score. We get
I'll
the ball
take
second half.
320. 320
would be good. So, again, there's still tons of game left. A lot of things can happen here. You know what this kind of reminds me of? It reminds me of last year's game a little bit. Except they had the turnovers.
Right.
We did not. And just kind of a, eerily similar, some of those plays anyway from last year. And, because what'd you say, Randy? They had 3 fumbles lost last year, correct?
Yeah, they lost 3 fumbles that we gave us a short field, and we jumped out pretty big lead early in that second half. It was 14-10 at half.
Wow, okay.
So the Bears will start at the 44-yard line, moving left to right. There's the snap. Fisher keeps it up the middle.
There we go.
Dives ahead for about gain of about 6.
Good
That's
job.
Going to bring up 2nd and 4.
Okay, so we
Bears cross midfield, Shane.
Yes, sir. Then LT coming in motion, kind of fake that. Colin does a nice job of taking that on his own and punching it to the 49-yard line of the line. So nice first down play.
2nd and 3, pass out in the flats to Brandon Harper. Get upfield, Brandon. There he is. And he's going to have a first down for the Noble Bears.
Got it.
Out about the 43-yard line, it looks like. 44 maybe.
Boy, that was kind of a slow developing play
it was,
there.
Yeah.
You get that ball out to Brandon. The ball was thrown behind him, so he had to kind of misdirect it. I think if the ball was thrown in stride, either way, he got the first down. But just kind of that's not normally their money on that pass there. So here we go. Nice start
First
here.
and 10. 2:56 remaining. Fisher rolls out to his.
Oh my God! Pass interference, fellas. No,
Man, he was early.
Yeah,
that's a bad no call.
Wow. I mean, so they've called 12 penalties already, but they're going to miss that one.
It's
So
a
Coach
bad
George
no
and the fans did not like that one at all. Bad miss there, fellas. I mean, the kid jumped too and got on his shoulders.
So Fisher's going to line up behind center in the shotgun. There's the snap. Fisher throws it out to Harper in the flats. Harper down to about the 34-yard line.
Great job there, Lucas Conley. A nice block
Walking
on the outside,
downfield,
man.
yeah.
So that Luke Conley was able to extend that play for a first down, and tremendous block. Did you see the timing of that play, though, fellas? There, Randy, you see that?
It was much more in stride.
Yes.
Right. He caught him moving. He threw it to him moving forward. Where
Absolutely.
the play on the other side of the game of the field, he had to turn around and kind of reach back for it.
So it was just kind of a mechanical thing.
Yeah,
that
and
worked
that
much
allowed
better.
him to get that sideline.
Yes, exactly.
First and 10 for the Bears from the 34-yard line. There's the pass out in the flats to, I think that's LT, isn't it?
Yeah, that was LT there.
Yep.
Now that time, the kid kind of got around Lucas that time on that play, and he was able to kind of blow that up. But still, just we're setting this up. At some point, we're going to send someone deep here in a minute, fellas. I mean, we're trying to suck them guys in, and then throw it on the top of them. This is where having a tight end, kind of like Hayden Dominy from last year, would be really nice.
Oh, and we've actually got a couple answers here. Keith Jordan chimed in.
And off number 23, Colin Thomas.
Okay, very good. Look at this.
Come right back to it.
Okay. So just to give up the middle to Thomas, picked up 8. Sorry, go ahead.
Yep, Shane. And we, Billy Binge was the that's the correct answer.
Yes,
so,
sir. That is it.
Mr. Keith Jordan, congratulations. We have a package for you from Sweet Canays. Congratulations on getting the trivia question answered correctly. Oh, that's going to be a helmet-to-helmet, Shane. Has to be.
Yeah, well,
But we might have had holding on the Bears.
Yeah, something. I don't know what it was, but yeah, there's a hold on. They may decline that.
And the Noble Bears fans want targeting.
Coaches
there.
are yelling it too down here.
Oh.
Yeah, they didn't. It kind of stung him a little bit there, guys. He got his neck. So, yeah.
And you only do that, Shane, if you get hit up high.
Yeah. So we got a hold there, and they're going to go ahead and take that. So that's going to push us back. It's going to be a third down in about, what is that? Golly. Where was the hold at? Okay, so we just got to.
Timeout is probably have some conversations with the officials, Shane.
Yeah.
So
well,
we will also take a quick break on NobleBears.tv. Bears, when we come back, we'll have 3rd and 16 from the 28-yard line with 1:38 remaining. We'll be right back on NobleBears.tv.
60835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
Now is the time to protect your family with Pioneer Smart Wi-Fi. Internet security is becoming more of a fear every day. Protect your family against malware, viruses, intrusions, cyber attacks, and more. Modern internet deserves modern security. Get the best of both worlds with Pioneer in-home Wi-Fi and the Smart Wi-Fi app. Download the Pioneer Smart Wi-Fi app today.
Okay, we are back in Noble, Oklahoma, and we are at Noble Field at Noble High School.
Colin's got a problem with his left hand, guys.
Okay.
They're taping him up.
So Joey Bear will come in for this third down play.
Joey drops back. He's
Joey.
got a running lane. He's down the left sideline, and he's going to step out about 4 yards, maybe 4 or 5 yards shy of the first down.
Great job, Joey Bear. So he was back to pass. Nothing is there, and he's going to just take off to his left side. Nice cut back there a little bit, and he was able to pick up a big chunk of that penalty.
Nice job, Joey Bear.
Yeah, and good job by Logan Kirby not blowing that kid up.
So in case you missed it, Colin came out of the game. He's got Randy says he thinks he might have an issue with his left hand. So looks like he's got it banded or kind of taped up now. There's the snap to Bear. Rolls out to his right, looking to pass. Throws. Pass is broken up.
Yep, so
Lions will get the ball back with 1:27 remaining in the second quarter, leading 27-13.
So Bryson Frazier. So you had Brandon Harper just right down here on the sideline. Nice pass.
Yeah.
Good pass. I think it was good timing on the Blanchard kid, just kind of knocking that ball out of his hands there. Just kind of came on the backside of him.
Well, and we talked about it before the game, Shane. I mean, Blanchard they just play good, sound, fundamental,
sure do,
tough football. And I don't care who they line up against, they're going to play with them.
Yeah.
And, they're going to be competitive just about every single Friday night. So
I agree.
Look, they've scored 27 points this evening, and we're not even halftime yet. So the Bears got to figure it out. Here's the snap to Cooksey, hands off.
Okay, good job right there.
Yeah.
So
about 3.
Yep, just up to Garrett once again up the middle. They probably ran that play 10 to 12 times this evening for Zach Garrett, and every time he's getting 3 or 4 yards of carry here. So. Nice start there. The clock is rolling, which is in our favor, obviously. So looks like Colin is warming up. So you just kind of wonder how a left hand will affect his throwing here. So, but we'll be able to get into the halftime here and regroup here a little bit.
Bears got to keep the Lions out of. There's a handoff on a.
Nice job, LT, right there. Good job.
Nice tackle, LT.
Oh my God, they're going to call this now. Guys, I mean,
that's not very smart. And that was Max. That kind of came in late. And
well, I mean, it was called there, but the kind of the issue that I'm having is it happened to us last series, and you can't play that card, but they're just not. We're just getting caught. So that you can't do that. That's just not a good play there by Max Savageau. Great effort. But you just got to know when to hold up, right?
Yep, sure.
You just got to know when to hold up because you know what they're going to do here. They're going to.
We talked about it as one of the keys of the game, right? Be disciplined and not have those silly injury or silly penalties. So.
Yep, I agree. And it looks like
Stephen Willis is in the game for the Bears.
Max, Savageau is going to come out of the game, and they're going to try to hose this thing deep. There it is, and Laminack is there. Though not.
Pass incomplete. Shane.
Okay, good. So they tried finding Laminack, and Brandon Harper had nice coverage there, and they just kind of threw it. It was not there, so that will set up a 2nd down and 10.
25 seconds remaining, Shane. So Bears got to find a way to keep the Lions out of the end zone here.
Yep, I agree.
Go in, down by 14, get the ball back to start the second half.
So it looks like all right, so here we go. Give them a little breather.
2nd and 10, ball at the 47-yard line.
The play clock is getting way down in there. That's movement, fellas. That's delay a game,
delay
too.
Delay a game.
Got to delay a game. There you go.
There it is, right there.
There you go. Yeah, so, that's one of the things that we did not get to work on in our scrimmage. I don't think the play clock was actually working.
Oh, really?
In the little half game that we played.
Okay.
So that was not part of the scrimmage. And, that's a big deal. Kind of work on your timing and, you have that internal clock, really.
Yep.
And
so that pushes the lines back 5 yards, and they'll now have the ball at the 48-yard line.
Okay, here we go. Yeah, this is still a dangerous spot here, guys. I know it's midfield,
I look
25
for them to keep
seconds.
going downfield, Shane.
And I do too. Just gonna, and you got held there.
Yeah.
There we go. That should be coming back. So that's going to be a hold on Blanchard, so that's going to push them back
even further.
Yes.
And it ran off 8 seconds of the clock.
Yeah.
So,
and at some point it might be a good idea just to down this, right, and get to the locker room. It's a legal shift actually. So, and I okay. Anyway, so they may just maybe one more shot at the zone or deep downfield, maybe let one of those kids get loose, but. I mean, you're kind of getting into dangerous territory here of, trying to force something and causing, you don't want a turnover. I mean, we'd love it. But you got LT back deep playing free safety here, center field basically. So you're going to have a 3-man rush.
So Lions 2nd and 20 from the 42-yard line. 17.6 seconds remaining. There's a handoff.
Okay, yep. So
that's going to run the clock out, Shane. So
they're just going to choose not to.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we go. All right, so okay, very good. So
4, 3, 2, 1, and that's going to be halftime. Bears are going to go into halftime, trailing 27-13 to the Blanchard Lions, and we are going to take a quick break and come back and join us as Randy will have a halftime interview with
Coach G.
Coach Butch G.
Former player and former coach here back in the day. So you bet.
We will be right back on NobleBears.tv.
Or visit gopioneer.com for more information.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back, always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today.
Allegiant Marketing Group produces inbound lead generation for our clients through integrated traditional and digital campaigns. We continuously develop new strategies, tactics, and productive efficiencies so you can reach your target market and get a measurable return on investment. This fast-paced world demands for your products and services to be presented at the moment your buyers need them. Targeted and innovative marketing creates your success. Call AMG today, your marketing partner.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Hey guys, Nathan's Automotive, proud supporter of Noble Athletics. We work on all makes and models specializing in diesel engine repairs. I'm so proud to show our support for the Noble Public Schools through our unique Auto Repairs for Bears program. Bring your car in for maintenance or repair and drop those repair receipts off at any school campus, and Nathan's will give back 5% of the totals to the Noble Public School System. We're looking forward to serving you for all your automotive needs. Go Bears!
Okay, hey, thank you. We're here with Butch G. Butch is a Noble Bear from, I won't say way back, but I will say way back, okay?
Yeah, when you start talking half century, that kind of...
Well, that's back there, yeah. So Butch was good enough to come on with us tonight and talk to us a little bit about when we started football back up in Noble, Oklahoma in the mid-'60s. Butch was right in the middle of that.
What's kind of in the middle of it? The first thing I'd like to do is mention some men, Clay G, Gerald Kersey, Don Kane, Preston Tolson, Earl Musgrave, Eldon Bryant, Gene Renan, Willie Williams, and Joe Scott. And Mr. Jordan, whose first name escapes me, but they started a quarterback club and started raising money, got that land over there between Pioneer and the library for the first football field.
Yeah.
Actually put the bleachers together.
Yeah.
Down there. So,
Yeah, the old quarterback club. I remember that.
That first season in '65 was kind of a ragtag deal. They started George Hayes and Jim Grisham, who was a running back at OU and had finished help coach. And then next year in '66 had our first full season.
Right, yeah. So 66 was the first full season. Bears went 4-5-1 that year.
4-5-1.
That's pretty good for a first year.
That's pretty good. We had there's a bunch of just old kind of tough country kids out there, and there were a few who had been at Norman, Seminole, some other places who had played some ball. So though most of them didn't have any real football experience, there were a few, and they had some strong leadership on those teams.
Yeah, well, and you can't mention starting the program up without talking about the first coach,
Percy Moreau, who came down here, and as we kind of talk about this game that first season, our first non-loss was a tie at Allen, and we see the people we're playing today, it just shocks me. And our first win was at Stratford, and they were just starting football, and they didn't have a scoreboard.
No scoreboard. So time was kept on the field, I guess.
It was kept on the field, and a win is a win.
A win is a win, that's right. Well, that first year, too, the Bears finished strong, won your last three.
Won the last three with a win over McLeod and a big win over Blanchard.
Yep.
And talking about Coach Moreau, talking to him through the years at the coaching clinic that year in '66, Blanchard and Noble and Dibble, Lexington, Washington, Newcastle were in Canadian Valley Conference, and we played each other in baseball and basketball. So we'd played against these kids from Blanchard and other sports, and there was a little bit of a rivalry. And their football coach told Coach Moreau that they were really looking forward to playing us that year in '66. And, I remember Coach talking after the game later on. He said, went over there. He didn't know. It was just deathly quiet on that bus. These guys were focused, and we got over there, got after them tough, and got a big win, 33-0.
Yeah, beat the tar out of them. Yeah.
And it's kind of, they were upset about it. Before Christmas in there, we played them in basketball and beat them 70-20. So.
Well, very good, very good. Well, maybe having you down here on the field will rub off a little bit for these Bears in the second half tonight. Huh?
Need to do a comeback, kind of like we did in '67.
Well, we've got an explosive offense, but we got to find some answers for theirs, I think. Yeah. So now that year, '66, was that your sophomore year? Freshman year, okay. And so '67 comes along and had a really, really good season in '67.
Yeah, we had some really good players. We had really good senior leadership from that class of '68, and we started off strong and stumbled a little in there. And we'd had a hard 1-point loss to Purcell, and Blanchard actually beat Purcell that year by 1.
Right.
And so we get into that last season. We lost Kent Thomas in the Tuttle game, and he was a starting running back and linebacker. And towards the end of that Blanchard game, we lost about 5 other players. We were limping in there.
Right. So that Blanchard game, the last game of the year at Noble, and of course our trivia question was about the field goal. Tell us a little bit about that play.
Well, we'd had 26 lead at halftime, and we find ourselves going fourth quarter down 22-20. And I remember getting in the huddle on that last drive, and looking, and there are some faces in there that hadn't been there before.
Yeah, tough
And,
game. 5
was.
Bears were injured. I understand 5 offensive starters were hurt in that game.
And I remember Rick Bryant looked up and he said, "I'm not going to lose another game like this," referencing the Purcell game. And we kind of started moving the ball down the field. I remember Tolson threw a big pass to Larry Jordan, I think, on 4th down. And we got down there, and I thought we'd go and probably score a touchdown. But we got down about to 5, and it stalled out. And so came in to kick a field goal, and Bill Binge came in, and he kicked it. All the officials said it was good, but Blanchard swore it went under the goalpost, and it wasn't good. And I sometimes still cross some of those guys, but Blanchard's team, they're still upset about that.
Still upset about that. Yeah.
And a lot of hard feelings after the game. I mean, we just went and got on the bus, and to go back down to the locker room, wasn't he shaking hands? There was hard feelings, probably a few fights between fans and stuff. I remember where you went out down there on that west end, and Blanchard had to come out that way too and get on the bus. And one of the Blanchard kids, football players, threw a mouthpiece and it hit a little girl, cut her face. Our assistant principal Jim Ferris grabbed him up, and it looks like he's choking him over there. so yeah, it was a lot of hard feelings that night.
Well,
but
Blanchard's always been a real tough rivalry, and yeah,
I'm glad kind of picked it back up, and it's. It's just it's close by, and I look here in the stands, and Noble always, their fans have always done a good job.
Well.
But there's a good crowd from Blanchard
Absolutely.
over there too.
Yeah,
and it makes high school football fun.
Well, it does, and it's still high school football like you and I remember it back in our day in these smaller towns, even though they're pretty big schools now.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's just I sat there and look at the schedule and see people on there like Midwest City and Ardmore and Duncan, and just it's hard to imagine. And I think about your dad, my dad, and if they could see this stuff now, and I think they'd be very, very proud.
Oh yeah,
I know I am. I still always, when I was coaching or superintendent someplace, I always check the scores every Saturday morning, see how the Bears did.
Yeah.
And I followed this streaming, watched y'all a lot through the last couple of years on here. I've had a grandson that was playing up in Edmond, so I was at his games. But
Now, where are you living at now? You retired as a superintendent?
Yeah, retired as superintendent, and I retired at Crescent, a little town up by Guthrie, and had a couple of grandsons, and my son's family were in Edmond, and apparently 20 miles was 19 too far for Grandma to be away. So my wife, Susan, who's an old not an old, but a Norman Tiger.
Right, yeah.
Decided we need to be closer, so we're about 1 mile from those two grandsons. And
well, good. That's fun.
So watching the 8th grader play last night, and I kind of go to games. I don't have to worry about taking care of anything. It's all somebody else's problem.
Right.
And, I'd like to say something when we talk about these facilities and you look at that gym. I'd like to give Frank Solomon, the school board, and the people of Noble, a real pat on the back. These things really show off Noble well, and no matter how you feel about things, athletic facilities are what people from other towns see, and they do make a judgment on your school from them.
They do.
And I'm really, really proud of Frank and the board and the people of Noble for what they've done supporting these students here and how well they've done.
Yeah, in our pregame talk too, we talking to Frank, and they're in the preliminary stages of drawing up. We need another school building because we're growing so fast, and talking about another elementary school here probably.
Well, going back at first coach George Hayes, that first year in '65, Norman transcript guy interviewed him, and the guy from transcript asked him, "Do you ever see Noble playing Norman?" And Mr. Hayes said yes. And after the interview, the guy kind of talked to him and said, "Do you really mean that?" "Yeah, well, yeah, we're approaching that now."
Right, that's right.
And,
well, we play them in baseball now. And wrestling, I think. We've wrestled them for a number of years, so, yeah. it's really a fast-growing district, and you're right, the facilities have been fantastic.
Talk about another building. I think they'll probably be looking at another middle school somewhere down towards Slaughterville.
Yeah.
Someday.
Yeah. So something to kind of interesting in the small world department. Your career has taken you to Texas.
Yes.
Where not until after the fact we learned that you coached my cousin down there in Garland.
Really?
Yeah, Keith Howell.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah. So at South Garland High School, right?
South Garland Colonels. You bet.
The Colonels. That's right. So. And then you did a stint back here at Noble for a year.
Came back
two,
here for a couple of years. Coach Shane Fisher.
Shane, yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't say enough good things about Shane and his teammates. They were really, you talk about that old school football, they were a throwback to it. They played you hard. They played hard defense. They hit you well.
Yep.
Shane was such a leader
and
did a great job. And, for a long time, I thought Shane was the last OU pitcher to pitch a winning game in the conference championship finals in the Big Eight.
Uh-huh.
I think somebody
in the Big Eight. Yeah, I think he might be in the Big Eight.
Yeah, he did. He got the win in the last game. I don't think he had much time in, but whatever you have to do to get the win, he did.
Hey, that's right. We'll take it. That's right. Well, and I don't know. Were you here the year? I give Shane a hard time about the flood down here.
Yes.
Were you here that year?
Yeah.
I call this corner of the field Fisher's Corner. Because he hit the water there, and I was on the school board at the time, and I never got so many phone calls in my life about how come you can't get the dadgum field to drain, because he got caught from behind down there. And I've always kidded him about, he was a better quarterback than me, but I think I'm a better swimmer than him. I think I'd have scored on that.
That was a good bunch of kids. Really enjoyed working with them. I really, really enjoyed getting to talk to Shane earlier this evening.
Yep.
And
so yeah. Well, gosh, Butch, it's been great visiting with you.
Well, thank you so much.
What else? Anything else you wanted to point out about? Hey, I got one thing I'll ask you. I heard a rumor from that back in the old days, in the 60s, Summer Pride consisted of baling hay for Roy Calvert. Is that correct?
Yeah, there wasn't much Summer Pride back then.
Yeah, I think the Summer Pride program was that Roy invited guys out to bale hay for him, is what I've been told.
That was kind of it.
I think the Jordans passed that on.
Yeah, that was kind of Summer Pride, hauling hay, or going up to OU running bleachers or something.
Back in the day.
It was a little unorganized back then.
Yeah,
you get sued nowadays if you did that.
Yeah.
I would, in fact, on that, it was the last coach I played for was John Goodner, who really started the off-season program, summer program. And Coach Goodner went on to coach at Baylor, was defensive coordinator at Kentucky and Texas Tech.
Uh-huh.
And he was a Southwestern grad from Frederick, and he passed away about 8 years ago or so. And I was able to talk to his wife here. She was a teacher here and was the cheerleader sponsor back in 69, 70. So, the first weights were like flywheels from trains on just bars.
Nice.
Well, I'm sure they were heavy. So, well, hey, we're gonna.
Randy.
Yes, sir.
Hey, tell Butch thank you so much for spending some time with us this evening at halftime, and he's welcome back anytime.
That's right, Coach. Good hearing from you, Coach.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you, Butch.
Okay, so Randy Kersey, Butch G, tremendous job. It's Shane. I enjoy hearing all that history, right? I mean,
yes,
I made the comment that he graduated before I was ever born. I'm like, wow, this guy's been around for a long time, and he just, they just know a tremendous amount about the history of not just Noble football, Noble academics, just Noble the town in general. That's awesome.
No, you're right, man.
So.
It's a history lesson, right? I mean, it really
absolutely.
is. It's a football history lesson, and then you also, like you said, get information about the bonds and how that all works. It just does a great job, and these interviews are really cool. So, thanks again.
Well,
Coach
and I mean, if they did Summer Pride baling, throwing bales of hay, they can move across the road. I'm sure George can make that happen.
Yeah,
so.
That's right. That's right. So, but no, you're right, man. It's good to have these guys back, and and listen to what they have to say, and kind of, you hear a name like the Coach Goodner, he played
Right.
at Baylor. I mean, you just don't know those kind of things unless you talk
Right.
to these guys, and because I dang sure didn't know that.
No, I didn't either.
It's good to have guys that still. When you and I played, we can talk about our history and all that, but going that far back, it's really nice.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So, well, that's going to do it for halftime as the clock winds down, and neither team is out yet. So, it looks like we are going to have some additional time tacked on to halftime as the Bears are coming down the ramp now.
Okay. Yeah.
So let's take a quick break, and then Shane and I'll come back and we'll do a quick recap of the first half in tonight's battle between the Blanchard Lions and your Noble Bears. We'll be right back on NobleBears.tv.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
Now is the time to protect your family with Pioneer Smart Wi-Fi. Internet security is becoming more of a fear every day. Protect your family against malware, viruses, intrusions, cyber attacks, and more. Modern internet deserves modern security. Get the best of both worlds with Pioneer in-home Wi-Fi and the Smart Wi-Fi app. Download the Pioneer Smart Wi-Fi app today or visit gopioneer.com for more information.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
Okay, welcome back to Noble High School at Noble Field in Noble, Oklahoma, where tonight's matchup between the Blanchard Lions and your Noble Bears has gone the way of the Lions so far to this point, but that's okay because your Noble Bears get the ball to start the second half, Shane. So Bears trail 27-13 at this time. What you got for us?
Well, I tell you what, I think the Coach Crawley is going to have to maybe make a couple of adjustments here up front because they are just gashing us, man, up the middle. But as we've talked about, man, they spread us out. It's just, again, it's a tough offense to defend because if you try to stack the box, and then guess what? They'll just go over the top of you. So it's just and the kids run that offense really well. So we just got to capitalize on a turnover here and there. Go score right here, get a stop, and go tie this thing up.
Randy?
Hey, I'm just going to give you some first half numbers. The Bears have 190 yards, 9 of 17 for 83 through the air. Rushing, 13 carries, 107 yards.
Okay.
As far as Blanchard goes, Blanchard looks like they are at 308 yards of offense, so they're really moving the ball on us. 210 through the air, 103 on the ground, so they're kind of doing whatever they want to right now.
Yep. And, again, that's Cooksy's a really good quarterback, and then obviously Laminack, and then the Garrett kid, man, and Carter. I mean, they got
they got a trio there.
Yeah, they do a three-headed monster that's tough to stop, and you have Cooksy leading the way. I mean, it's a good mix. So, but let's see, maybe we can go get something right here, get something going, and get us back in this ball game here.
Yep. So the Lions have the ball teed up at the 40-yard line, deep for the Bears. It looks like
you're gonna have
Brandon.
They're kind of scooting up here, and then they're going to just try to
kick down the middle of the field.
Okay, Logan Kirby
picks
up.
With
got a wall here.
Yeah.
Just hold the ball. There you go. Good.
There you go. Nice job. 45-yard line.
That was nice. So a little convoy there. Good job, Logan Kirby, picking that up. And Brandon Harper, he's always been one of the best downfield blockers that I've ever seen, man. He just does a tremendous job of when the ball's not in his hands, he's always, helping his teammates. And
right.
So here we go. Looks like Colin is back out there. That's a good sign.
Yeah, that is a good sign. Obviously, he got his bell rung pretty good there late in the second quarter in the first half. So Colin lines up behind center. Colin Thomas to his right. There's the quick throw out in the flats.
Good.
Brandon down to about the 49-yard line into Lion territory.
Okay. So right out of the gate, we're going to test that left hand. And it looks to be okay because he threw a pretty tight spiral right there to Brandon. Nice move to evade that first tackle. But they pursue well. Blanchard does. So
great replay by Dave and his crew. So
yeah, that was nice.
That's tremendous. So here we go. LT comes in motion. Fisher keeps it and is dragged down at about the 30. No, I'm sorry, the 44-yard line for a first down, Noble Bears.
Okay, so you bring in LT in motion there, and he's kind of reading that. Colin's reading that end, and he can either give or pull, and in this case, he decided to pull it and was able to get around the right side and pick up that first down.
RPO that we talked about last week, right?
Yep, sure is. So, there you go. Good decision.
Caught
there
by
we go.
LT Taylor.
Yeah, blow the whistle, guys.
Yep, and he's going to be down to about the 28-yard line.
Here we go. This is so again. I think they were looking. Well, kind of missed it earlier, but I think they were looking for something early up front. Colin moves to his left, finds LT sitting down in a nice little area, and picks up that first down.
Yeah, almost like he wanted to run it again there to the right,
exactly,
and then pulled it up or pulled it back and rolled out to his left. So Fisher behind center. Here comes LT in motion again. There's the handoff to LT, and Fisher keeps it and gains about 3 or 4.
Yeah, they're gonna, he's gonna give that here soon, and it's a pretty good read because it looks like the linemen are just standing there. They're not pursuing it. It's just causing a log jam a little bit, but not a bad first down play there for Colin on the keeper. So
2nd and 7 for the Bears at the 26-yard line. There's a quick throw out in the flats. Oh, nice move by Brandon Harper, and he is going to be into the end.
Oh, my gosh, he fumbled.
But did he cross the goal line?
Nope.
No, guys, he did not cross. He fumbled outside. Hit him from behind, and he lost the ball. He was not in the end zone. That's the correct,
be a touchback.
That's the correct call.
Okay,
Gosh,
thank you, Randy.
Tough break there.
Randy right down there on top of it, so.
No, I mean, you can hear the fans yelling. Again, just a
great move. Do we have a replay on that, Dave?
That's a great move to get, but the kid kind of coming behind him was able to, Brandon kind of got that ball away from his body.
Oh, and he just kind of knocked it out?
Just kind of knocked it out of his hands. So it's the right call. Yep, he just yep, so that's a good call. I mean, that's the right call. I could tell that from the angle here I thought he was going to jump back on it after it came out of his hand, but anyway, just got to,
defense has to stiffen up here, get a stop, get the ball back. 20-yard line for the Lions.
Oh,
quick throw, dropped.
Yep, so just a quick slant to Brayson Carter. Great pass by Carson Cooksey, but the ball was dropped, and so that'll – man, we had a good drive there too, Randy. I mean, that was just kind of moving that ball up and down the field.
Yeah,
there.
I thought he was going to score. He's kind of stumbled a little bit there and got leaning, and then they kind of caught him from behind and just knocked it out.
Well, here we go. So
2nd and 10 from the 20 for the Lions, leading 27-13 over your Noble Bears with a pass out in the flat, And that's going to be really close to a first down, if not a first down.
Yep.
And that was completed to Carter again.
Yeah, Brayson Carter. Yeah, again, just kind of you get him outside, just kind of in open space. It looks like they may measure this, or is it someone? Yeah, it looks like they'll get a measurement on this. He's right at the marker, guys. So, but yeah, just get the ball kind of out to Carter, just as we said. What we like to do with Brandon Harper, they're trying to do that with the Carter kid, and he's really good at it. And, again, just the timing of the throw was on the money, so a good play by the Blanchard Lions. Golly, so we've that one hurts, fellas. That one hurts. Even if we don't score, first and goal from about the 2-yard line. But you just got to bow your neck here so we can do.
So it's a reversal of last year, Shane. We're turning the ball over this year.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I just took a drink there. Yes, that's exactly right. And that's eerily similar the other way, exactly, because we had the breaks last year. They fumbled the ball, but it just kind of the fortunes have turned so far. But they did get the first down. So was there a timeout called or?
I think it was just a measurement.
Okay.
Yeah, both teams have 3 timeouts remaining.
They spotted the ball on the 30-yard line, which means it's a first down because they start at the 20. If the ball touches the nose touches the 30, it's a first down.
So Cooksey takes the snap, hands off.
There we go. Good.
Good stop by the D.
That's nice. Adrian Villanueva, number 19 for the Bears. He's the left side end there. He just was able to crash down the line and wrap him up. So that was a nice play there by AV. So it looks like Blanchard is not in a hurry at this point.
No.
They're just kind of getting the play from the sidelines. Boy, turnover would be big here, fellas.
Yeah.
Turnover would be big right here.
Oh. There's a pass out there in the flats.
Well, that's a nice play there by Cooksey. He avoids the sack. Conley kind of had him zeroed in. He sidestepped him, found his outlet guy here, and here we go.
Yep, sure did. And, give credit to Garrett as well, kind of out here in the flat. And, you get these 3 kids one-on-one with our defenders. I mean, that's a tough matchup, guys. It looks like we may have some cramping issues there for Lemonac. I think he's okay. That first night out for them as well, that's always a tough deal.
Yeah, it looks like he's on his back over there on the sideline. So.
As we experienced that last week. There we go. Great job.
Good job, Luke Conley, Villanueva.
So, again, it looks like we were able to corral that, so we're not – he actually lost a yard there, fellas.
Yeah.
So again, just to try to give up to Garrett and bring him down. Nice play.
2nd and 11 for the Lions from the 44-yard line.
Okay, so these little breaks in between plays can be huge sometimes, fellas. You know what I'm saying? You get about a 10 to 15 second breather, and then here we go. We got to get back on it. Try a little spin move there. String it out. String it out.
He throw that?
Yeah, he threw it. He caught it. Oh, that's kind of a tough break there. Looks like he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, but he gave it to him about a 4-yard. Yeah, just a good job.
3 or 4 yard gain.
Sorry, Scotty cut you off there. Yeah. Cooksey rolled to his right, was able to extend that play out, and the great job of the receiver coming back to the football. And, Logan Kirby kind of held his hands up like he thought he was going to get the pass interference called on him. But sets up a 3rd down. This is big here, fellas.
Yeah, if we get a stop here and get the ball back, Shane, then, that go a long ways towards us, getting back in this ball game.
Oh, had movement. They had movement. They didn't call it. Had movement. Oh, wow.
We dropped it. We got good. Yes.
Yeah, they moved. They did not call it. But that 58 for the Lions. That is Landon Yarok comes out and had Trevor Rudd one-on-one blocked him up pretty well. But we dodged the bullet there because the kid dropped the pass. Otherwise, that would have been a big gain, I think. So here we go. We got.
So it looks like the Lions are going to punt. Can you tell what number he is, Shane?
I think this is Cooksey.
Oh, it is Cooksey?
Yeah, this is
Okay.
Cooksey, the punter here. I mean, they're just a quick.
Punts
just
away.
Kicked it out of bounds. Right about that's a good punt.
Yeah, because we're going to get the ball about the 34.
I think it's about the 22. If I'm not, did I see that wrong?
29.
Oh, 29. Okay, sorry.
So we split the difference, Shane. Okay. All right, so we'll take a quick break on NobleBears.tv. We'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Fisher takes a snap, rolls out to his left, and picks up about 3 yards. So,
yeah, Colin has done that a lot tonight. That's probably like his 6th or 7th pull. Again, fake to Colin Thomas. He rolls to his left, and got 3 yards. So sets up a 2nd and 7 here.
6:52 remaining in the third quarter.
Guys, hey, this is a good time to go right at Laminack. He's struggling with the cramps. Let's go right over the middle, right at Laminack.
Complete the number 1, Brandon Harper.
Oh, that's a good play. Yeah,
Picked up about 5.
Yeah, he's right at the marker. Man, if not, I think they gave it. We get the first down, or we're just shy, guys.
Maybe a yard short.
Oh, no, they gave it to us. Very nice.
Oh, they did. Okay. All right. First down, Noble Bears. 6:31 remaining in the third quarter, and we got a. Yeah, is that Laminack still down?
Just it's some cramps.
Okay,
He's fine. Again, it's just that first night out.
And it was muggy out there, Shane. When I was down there before the game started with Randy, and it's muggy. I mean, and how about the misting fans that we have?
I'm trying to stay in front of those misting fans, guys, because I felt my calf tightening up a minute ago myself. You don't want to have to see anybody working on me.
Yeah, there you go. There's a good view of them.
You don't want to get too close. Your glasses would get all fogged up there, right?
That's right.
You know who would love that, Shane? My wife. Oh. She takes one of those fans to the baseball games, and it drives me nuts because I'm drenched. I'm like, you're going to have to sit somewhere else because those things, I mean, she turns it like on full blast, and it like soaks me. Yes, I'm like, that's not a mist. That's a shower.
That's a shower, exactly. Those things are nice, man, to have on a.
What do you got some scores, Shane?
Man, Ada is up 35-6 over Ardmore.
Wow.
8 minutes left. Let's see. Midwest City is down by 14 to Well, they lost. Carl Albert won 39-25. Lawton Mac is up 35-23 over Lawton Ike.
Okay. And the Tuttle Tigers, the Bears' opponent next week, are off this evening. So there's a pass down the middle. He's got Brandon Harper caught about the 35-yard line and out of bounds at 20.
Good pass and good route there. So at some point, we keep running, going, and then boom, we try to get one over the middle.
And watch this, Shane, on the replay. Are there 3? Okay, so he just threw it past the one. Okay.
That was a nice
I thought
pass.
maybe he threw into triple coverage
Good job there by Brandon. Not trying to do too much. Just get out of bounds. Let our offense get set back up here. But tremendous throw by Colin there, right on the money to Brandon Harper, and gets us back inside the red zone here.
Yep, so 1st and 10 for the Bears at the 20. Actually, 18-yard line, looks like.
Okay.
Colin Thomas to Colin Fisher's right. There's the snap. Handoff. No, fakes the handoff. Throws back out into the flats. That's to Harper down to about the 23-yard line.
Very nice. Okay, here's a quick little replay here. So as you can see, Brandon about a 5-yard stop route, tries to roll to his left, and you got to give credit to number 9. That's Reagan Palmer, and brings Brandon down pretty quickly. And, Brandon's obviously very shifty, so going to swing that out to LT.
He's down inside the 10-yard line.
I think we got the first down here too, guys.
Yep.
Oh, we're right on it.
No, we're right,
short.
Right there.
About
We're
a
little bit
yard
short.
like.
9-yard line looks like what they spotted it at. So 3rd and 1.
So here we go, 3rd and short.
This is calling on the keeper up the middle if you want to ask me, but maybe not. And he's going to have the first down.
There we go. Good decision. Just kind of you kind of see the line kind of split like a Red Sea there, and he was able to find that, but they closed very quickly, and was able to get that first down. So here we go, guys. 1st and goal from the 5. This is a must right here, fellas. This is a must. So this is the second impressive drive we've had in this third quarter, Scotty. I mean, we've gone up and down the field.
Yeah, we got to be closing that gap on the total yards, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Hands off to Thomas, and Thomas is in the end zone for a Noble Bear touchdown.
There we go.
And we are going to close the gap, and that's going to make it 27-19 in favor of the Lions.
Now this is big here. Taden Swopes, number 7. We got to have a nice snap. We got to have a good block on the edges, and we need this ball to go through this uprights here. So Taden Swopes coming in for the extra point.
And
now I'm about to say, watch Hensley up top, number 24, on that left side. That's where it was blocked from last time. So you got to get the ball down quick, and we got to get going here.
He got through.
Did he get it high enough?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yeah.
Good job, Taden Swopes. Atta boy.
I tell you what, though, guys, they are pouring in from that right side.
The right side, Randy?
Our left.
Our
right.
left. Okay.
They're coming in between the tackle hard. Just almost. I mean, that's just something's got to get worked.
Okay.
Teams.
Gotcha.
I mean, you can't have them coming. You never let your guy come to the inside, right?
That's right.
Right. That's the rule on special teams blocking. Is you do not let them come inside you and pouring in on that left on our left side.
Yeah, that's that is tough. So good
We're
call there.
We're lucky that didn't get blocked.
I know it.
Okay, well, let's keep our eye on that the rest of the way. 5:03 remaining in the third quarter. Bears close the gap. It's now 27-20 in favor of the Blanchard Lions. And I think we'll keep it right here, Shane.
Yeah, no problem.
Randy, do you have an update on total yards by chance?
Hey, while he's getting that, Randy, sorry to cut you off. I'm just going to – so Piedmont bounced back this week. They beat El Reno 42-8. Just a kind of a game of interest because obviously El Reno's in our district. So Piedmont, they came ready to play this evening. So they kind of took it to the Indians there. All right, maybe a turnover here. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean that would be awesome, and in a great way for the Bears, Shane.
Yes.
And really Blanchard has really played a mistake-free game as far as no turnovers, right? I mean, when they've got down in the red zone, they punched it in.
And they've had very few penalties too. It seems like they. Oh, good job there, attaboy Andrew Holmes. Great job,
the freshman
40.
Andrew Holmes.
Good job getting downfield. So Jackson Laminack fields that for the Lions. And number 40, Andrew Holmes, coming in there and pulling him down instantly. So great job, Andrew Holmes.
Nice job, young man. So let's take a – we have time to – no, they're going to set it up.
Ready to roll right here,
Okay. All right,
so we'll keep it right here. You bet.
Bears trail by 7. 4:58 remaining in the third quarter. 1st and 10 for the Lions.
Man, I tell you what, the cramping issue right now for Laminate, I don't know if he's in right now. He's having a rough go at it. That's just another. And then they bring in number 20.
Oh,
gosh, that was Mikhail Howell coming in there. Boy, the Blanchard kid, the lineman, just got drilled right in the back.
Yeah, he got rolled up on
Yeah, big boy.
Lower half, number 72. Which is
Briggs Booley.
Bewley.
I probably didn't say that right. Sorry if I mispronounced that. But I mean, one thing I've noticed, guys, when these carriers get the ball, I mean they run with the full steam ahead. You know what I'm saying? They're going.
They're very north and south.
That's right. They're north and south.
They're not dancing around back there, except for Carter's a wide receiver, but
so they're just trying to get. Yep. Okay, good job right there.
All right, so it's going to be 3rd and about 2 for the Lions.
Yep. So again, they're trying a little misdirection, so they're sending Garrett in motion, and I noticed that's bringing our free safety is following him, so that there's one less defender up the middle, and here's another big 3rd down here.
Comes that Noble
so
crowd.
There goes the.
Oh yeah. Lucky. Nice job, and the Bear defense is going to get off the field one more time.
Good job, Luke
Nice
Conley.
job, Luke Conley.
Was able to get in the backfield, and we had a loss there. But, guys, I don't know. They do not put it past – well, they're going to go ahead and bring in the punt unit here. But great job, Lucas Conley. And to bring him down for the loss, that was huge there. So does look like they will punt here. And but watch the football first off and watch a fake here, guys. Watch the football. Do not jump. Watch
There's the
fake.
snap.
Okay,
There's
you
the
did
kick.
Good. Just get away. There you go.
Yeah.
Good.
No Bears even anywhere
Nice.
near it, and it's going to go out about the 41-yard line, so the Bears are going to have excellent field position.
Okay.
3:08 remaining in the third quarter. Bears trail by 7, and it'll be 1st and 10 when we come back. Let's take a – no, we're going to stay right here.
Yeah, they're moving pretty quick, aren't they? Yeah, that's so, guys, we have a great field position here, 41-yard line. And it looks like we got this third quarter. The momentum has been going our way, fellas.
I don't know if Angie Galloway is trying to rub it in, but she says, I'm watching on a cruise ship on my way to the Dominican Republic.
Oh, very nice. Hello, Angie. Big Tom.
What's up, Miss Galloway? And Tom is here. So
Tom's here.
Yeah,
So.
I saw him. He's sitting right below us. So.
Okay, very good.
And I saw Jace as well. So
Okay.
both of your boys are here, Angie.
Okay, so Thomas there tried to just go to the right side. It just, the line collapsed and just not much there. And he picked up 1, so that'll bring up, 2nd and 9.
2:45 remaining. There's the snap. Fisher pulls it back down. Oh.
Fisher scrambling.
Throws out to Brandon,
Nice play
and
right
that's
there.
going to be a pickup of about 6 yards, 7 yards maybe to Brandon on the Bear sideline
Great
at the
job,
49-yard line.
Sorry to cut you off again. He tried to go up the middle, pulled it back out, reversed back to the right. And you know what, Brandon, the great job of number 11 for Blanchard, Bryson Frazier. He stuck with Brandon. Brandon was trying to go deep, but the kid cut him off, so Brandon had to stop and come back to it.
And really, I mean, Blanchard's defensive backs have done a really nice job for the most part. I mean,
yeah, they have.
And that's going to be a Noble Bear first down.
Man, he is right on the line. It just kind of depends on the spot
I think they're going to give him the spot, though.
Okay, it looks like the guy on closest to well, I don't know, man. He's going to be.
They're going to measure.
I think he's just going to be just shy, fellas.
First down.
Oh, they gave it to him. Okay,
Yep,
very good.
okay.
I thought they were bringing the chains out. So
I thought him go on his shoulder. I thought him go to his shoulders.
Okay, good.
So 1st and 10 for the Bears. 2:16 remaining. Noble Bears have the ball at the 49-yard line.
Putting some time back on the clock. I think it's 2:25 is what they want back on the clock here.
If they ask us, it's 2:25.
Yeah, 2:25. There we go. Got it. So
there we go.
Well, great job, Colin. I mean, getting just tough yards up the middle.
Yeah.
And just the pure will there to get that first down. So extend this drive here.
There's the snap. Oh, and they got the middle of the field to Luke Conley. Oh, Brandon Harper. Oh.
There.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So,
he had Luke and Brandon.
Yep.
Yeah.
Luke going down the middle of the field and Brandon down the right sideline. So
again, just a tremendous pass. And, it's
Yep.
just uncharacteristic of
great
Brandon.
throw.
It is
Yeah.
a great throw, but
he'll
Brandon,
want that one back.
Brandon catches that 9 out of 10 times.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
So you're going to miss him every now and then, but tremendous throw. It's okay. Got to get back on it. But, yes, I did see Luke Conley running right down the middle as well. But, again, so now they're going to have to start, that's going to soften, you would think, those cornerbacks up. Gosh, he's 10 yards off Brandon right here. Yep, just kind of got tripped up. So,
Thomas tripped up in the backfield. Gets back to the line of scrimmage or close to it.
Yep. So
it's going to be 3rd and 10 at the 49-yard line. Bears got to extend this drive, make it, find a way to keep this going, keep moving towards that south end zone.
Yep. So Colin just kind of got tripped up just a hair there. Looked like there's a pretty decent hole. Nice. There we go. That's first down, fellas, right there.
Yep.
Here we go. Oh, we got cramps again.
Yeah, and that's number 11, and that is Bryson Frazier, the senior wide receiver corner, 5'9", 135. He looks bigger than 135 to me, but okay.
So, yeah, again, it's just one of those, early in the season, very humid out. The rain we had last night, Scotty, and rain. I mean, it was a ton of rain.
Yeah, I mean,
but
we
that
got
humidity today was brutal, man.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know how much rain we got at the house, Shane, but you're right. A ton of rain yesterday here in the Noble area. Obviously, we don't have a flooding problem now.
That's right.
like we did in 94, 95.
Oh my gosh, it was 94. Yeah,
94.
It's, 1994. There, of course, you remember the old before the turf, the
Yeah.
berms. The berms were higher because the field
Yep.
sat down lower,
Mhm.
and the water would just flood onto this field. They put in a French drain system, but it just didn't work very very well there
Right.
for a while, but we always had a cool field, obviously. The berm and
I've always loved the way our field sits down lower and
Yeah.
the berms that surround it.
Yeah.
And obviously I'd like to have chair backs.
Yeah.
From 40 to 40. I think our athletic department could sell every single one of those.
Oh yeah.
But hey,
Yep.
this is tremendous stadium and
Very cool,
tremendous
man.
atmosphere. I mean, it's hard to beat. So
now, see, you're going to have fresh legs. You got so they're moving Garrett out here to the corner to come in for Frazier, excuse me. Oh, there's Lucas. He's got to keep going there. I mean, it's the overthrown pass, but I think he let up just a hair. But no, Colin overthrew him. But he had him initially. I mean, that's a great play we always run.
well, it's kind of that misdirection.
Yeah. Yep.
And then he kind of Luke or Dominy was good at it as well. Caden Dominy would sneak back there behind the the linebackers and just be wide open. So
yeah, there's just nothing there, fellas. I mean, we are just those kids are just the push up front is just pretty decent right now for the Lions, and we lost 2 there on that play. So just not much up the middle on that play here for Thomas. So he gets set.
oh, there goes Brandon. That's gonna be a first down. Oh,
he stepped out.
Oh, they called him out of bounds.
But we
oh,
still
my
got
goodness.
holy cow, he didn't. So he.
Yeah, they marked him out at the 26, 20. So
Boy, guys, that was right in front of me. I don't think he stepped out of bounds. Dadgummit.
That's 4th down, fellas.
Before I forget, Shane, I want to say hello to, we mentioned Matt is up in Colorado Springs getting ready to watch Air Force and Trevor play tomorrow.
Nice.
And say hello to Ava, which is Chili's girlfriend that is a senior at Blanchard High School.
Okay,
so
very good.
Hello to Ava. I'm sure she's watching, or she might even be here. So
Okay. Well, that's cool. Well, hello, Ava, and hope the Lorenzas are having a good time up there with Chile. I know that's going to be a big game. Northern Iowa coming to town, Colorado Springs tomorrow.
I think this is I got a text message, and I think this is Natalie Crawley, but she said Bewley, which was the young man that we mentioned earlier, the kid that was 70.
Oh, that was 72, I believe.
72? Briggs Bewley.
Yep.
But I guess Coach Ray Crawley coached Briggs's dad at Blanchard whenever Ray was the defensive coordinator over there. It was Ray's first coaching job after graduating college. Ray coached many of the current Blanchard boys' dads. Huh.
Nice.
Thank you. I think that's Natalie.
We got 2 Blanchard players cramping up down here. One of them is number 1, Carter.
Oh.
Yep.
And I can't see a number on the other one.
Yeah, they've had 4 or 5 kids tonight, man. Just really.
It's number 8.
Number 8, yeah. So that, again, the good news, cramp. They're not. It's not anything major, so that's good news. You don't want any kid to get hurt here, but boy, that's an issue, man. We dealt with that last week against Piedmont, and we dealt with this last year at Blanchard. We had the same type issues here, so.
Kind of a first game thing for Blanchard.
Yeah.
With the cramps, right. Even though tonight, until the second half here.
Hey, I'm sorry, Randy, cut you off there. Could you tell how short we are? I mean, could you get a good look at?
It's about a half a yard.
At a half a yard, okay. This angle, it's kind of tough to see, but here we go. We're going for this bad boy. So, you kind of wonder if we're going to go under center again, like we did on the goal line at that one point. It looks like Colin is.
Yeah, I don't doubt who's going to carry the ball here.
Yeah, you just need to have a big push here from LT Taylor. Getting in there, just hold on to the ball right here. They're going to. Well, we got a timeout. Oh, they're waiting to set the chains here.
Resetting the play clock.
Yeah.
Okay.
1 minute remaining in third quarter.
Got it.
First down. No. Yep. Nice job by Fisher.
He's past the 40, guys. I mean, what?
Well, he's
Okay.
past the 25.
Oh, excuse
and
me,
they
past the
spotted him at the 25.
Yeah, I said it wrong. Yeah, he went past the 25, but the guy up top is on the 26. Somewhere we're not getting a good angle here on the ground, but regardless, we got the first down.
First down, that's all that matters. Keep the drive going. So, and that was Natalie, by the way, Shane. That was texting me. So, here we go. 1st and 10 for the Bears. 40 seconds remaining. There's the handoff to Thomas. Gets outside, gets upfield, stays in bounds, and he's going to be into the end zone for a Noble Bear touchdown in the tie ball game now.
Great block once again. So Colin Thomas comes to his right. Again, the nice read to give it to Thomas. Comes around the edge. Look at this block by Brandon Harper. Boom. Right there. Way to stay in bounds, Colin Thomas.
Kept his balance.
Hits the pylon for the 6. Tremendous job right here. So let's go in and tie this bad boy up.
Okay, big extra point here.
Yeah, like you had
I
mentioned.
think after this one we can start going for 2, Shane.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, as Randy said, that left. Let's watch that left side once again. Those kids are just flying right through there.
Pretty good job that time. Nice job.
Got it. Great job. Okay, so.
All right, here we go.
We got a
new ball game now, ladies and gentlemen. 27-27 with 31 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter here at Noble High School. We'll be right back on NobleBears.tv.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today.
Allegiant Marketing Group produces inbound lead generation for our clients through integrated traditional and digital campaigns. We continuously develop new strategies, tactics, and productive efficiencies so you can reach your target market and get a measurable return on investment. This fast-paced world demands for your products and services to be presented at the moment your buyers need them. Targeted and innovative marketing creates your success. Call AMG today, your marketing partner.
All right, we are back, ladies and gentlemen, and as we stated before the game started this evening, we thought we'd have a barn burner, and that's exactly what we have. The Bears have battled back, down 14 to tie the ball game with 31 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter, and Mr. Swopes is out there to do the kicking for your Noble Bears, and here's the kick from the 40.
Gosh, I tell you
Another
what, also
deep kick. That's a much better kick right there. Oh, it just stays in bounds.
No, he kicked that straight out of bounds,
Yeah,
guys.
it's okay, and that's something he'll learn from. But we got to try to keep that in bounds, obviously. But it was higher. That
was higher,
better.
yeah.
But you just can't. Those mistakes we cannot have moving forward.
Kind of like my wedge shot. I can get it high, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's going in the creek.
And they called false start on the.
Well, I think that's just
legal procedure
legal
because
kick
it's out of bounds.
And it's 5 yards from where it went out of bounds, so it should be right about the 43. Yeah, that's where he's going to set
43-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Lions. 30 seconds remaining in the 3rd period.
I'd like to give a quick shout-out to my buddy Danny Baldridge down in Rolfe, America.
Oh, what's up, Danny?
Well, I can't say what he texted me over
okay.
there.
All
but,
right.
I understand that.
I have
know
friends
exactly
like
what you're
that,
saying.
too.
Yeah. But
Some
Danny,
would say I am a friend like that.
yeah. There we go.
Nice
Good.
job by the Bears.
Good
They
job.
take him down for about a 4-yard gain.
Again, so you have the backup here is Howell, number 20, Mikhail Howell coming up the middle. Still got 4, but great job there by I believe that was Mason Crawford and Bronson Barnett. Excuse me. But yeah, Danny and the Rolfe Tigers, man, we'll take it to this 4th quarter. They're a machine right now in baseball.
Oh, my goodness.
They got such a good team and good kids down there, and wish those guys nothing but the best. Hope they can pull out. That could be their 5th title in a row, if I'm not mistaken.
When is it?
Well, they got it. The state
It'll be a
tournament
few
will be in
weeks,
October.
right? Okay, yeah.
But they're just on a roll again. But they got a really
well,
good
and
set of kids.
I'll just take this opportunity to say hello to my son, Braden Harper, who's in from Podo, and his first year down there at Carl Albert State College. So
nice. Yeah,
he's
wishing him the best too, man.
I don't think he made it out to the game this evening, but I know he's watching, so because he's texted me several times. So, but let's take a quick break, and we will be right back on NobleBears.tv.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Hey.
There's a snap.
String it out, string it out, string it out.
Oh! And just off the hands of the Blanchard wide receiver. And
great.
that was number 11, and that is Bryson Frazier, the senior.
Yep. Another good ball. Sorry,
yeah,
Scotty. Another
hit it
good
right
ball
in the
there.
hands.
Yeah, it did. Carson Cooksey rolled to our sideline and throws a dart in there. And just, and right there, that might be where the cramps, just kind of mentally, you're thinking about it, not focused on catching that football. But good pass there. Got another, fortunately, they dropped it.
Yeah, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 6, 11:53 remaining. So if the Bear defense can get off the field here, Shane.
Man, that would be big.
That'd be huge. So
That would be big.
Cooksey in the shotgun formation. There's the snap.
Yep.
Fakes the handoff. Here comes Luke Conley. Here comes Luke Conley. And there he goes down. And Luke Conley with the sack back at the 38-yard line. Nice job, Luke Conley.
So very nice. Good job, Lucas Conley, coming upfield. He didn't fly up too far as he was able to push him back to the middle of the field. And Luke Conley able to bring him down for a freaking huge loss. And there we go. There we go. Got him off the yeah, there is the stop again. So
and is that 3 straight possessions?
I believe it is. After the first half, again, you got to give Ray Crawley and Coach George some major credit here on the adjustments at halftime. I don't know if they got in their butt, yelled at him or what, but this has been a different defense, fellas.
Yeah, it absolutely has. So looks like Brandon Harper's back deep for the Bears. There's the kick, and Brandon's
go get that.
Get a chance to
Man,
God, you can't have that happen.
He needs to go catch it in the air and go get some yards. I mean that. Yeah, that was
that's a 25-yard mistake.
That's okay.
Loss.
All right, we got to get so 95 yards. Run some clock off. Let's go score right here.
Yeah.
And man, that's just uncharacteristic of Brandon. I mean, that's just something he usually goes to get that ball every time. And hey, he's not going to be 100% every time, right? So he's got to jump back on this right now. Let's go score, fellas. But you are correct. That is kind of a mental error right there, guys.
So 10:57 remaining, all knotted up at 27.
Man, I'm telling you, if Colin has enough time, a little give and go, there it is. There it is.
He's going deep downfield to Brandon Harper, and it's caught at the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 47-yard line.
Yeah, the kids, I mean, they're just cramping. I mean, we need to attack them right now.
And that's
so
number
great
9.
pass, great catch by Brandon Harper. It was just a matter of time, fellas.
Reagan Palmer down for the Lions. He was trying to defend Brandon.
So they're either going to have to call a timeout or, I mean, the kids they got to call a timeout, right?
No, official timeout. He just called it.
Okay.
So.
Okay, guys, I'm going to give him a pass on not catching that punt.
Yeah, good call.
He got it back, right, Randy?
Just tremendous.
It's okay.
Well, and Shane mentioned this, Randy. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but the momentum has shifted now. It's now on this side of the field. It's now on the west side of the stadium and not on the east side. So the Bears have got to keep capitalizing right here and keep moving up and down the field.
Yes, totally, man. You get something good here. Just methodically run this down. Maybe get it 2 or 3 more first downs, punch it in. And chew up about 5 minutes of this clock would be outstanding, because guys, they're really, gosh, and you just hate the cramps. It's part of the game, but man, it's really giving them fits right now.
Guys, I've got Brandon with 13 catches for 208 yards.
Wow, that is.
And that's on top of like 160 last week, right? Of yards from scrimmage. Randy, and that sound right?
Yeah, it's around 140, 150, I think.
Okay. So, yeah, just, man.
Yeah, it was.
And I'm telling you, Shane, I come back to Luke Conley. on that, down the sideline. I think it's going to be there.
Yeah.
And maybe they're going to roll a safety over and put it, kind of put two people on Brandon. And
Yep, little double team on him, you bet.
But if then that should be there, right?
Yeah, LT, absolutely.
Run Luke down the middle of the field while that safety moves over.
Yep. Especially if they're cramping, guys. I mean, I say we just run right at them, attack them.
Yeah.
And but hey, this has been a nice getting out of that hole. There was huge. We're on our own 5-yard line now, right by midfield. So this is big here, guys. Yeah, we got them kind of on their
There's
heels
our
a little bit.
Section.
Yeah, that's good. That would be sweet if we get them students in the stands. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere maybe to the north end or somewhere. We need our students in the stands, I think. You know what I'm saying? Because that's I
agree.
You can't. I mean, I know their students are right in the middle, right on the 50-yard line. So that needs to be something that we need to look at and get them kids in the stands.
So 10:40.
Maybe we can get Mr. Solomon to include that on that bond issue we're talking about.
That'd be good.
We got a lot of berm space over here. You can pour some more bleachers.
There you go.
There you go. Okay. 10:48 remaining for the between the Bears and
Just
Lions.
swing it to LT, man. Oh, there he's coming
Here
in motion.
comes LT in motion. Fakes the handoff to Thomas. And there's Brandon Harper, and he's at the 40. He's out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
Great job by Colin Fisher right there.
Nice fake.
He fake. It wasn't there, so then he goes down to his third read, which is Brandon comes back to the ball. Let's look at this replay right here. Yeah, it's the LT comes in motion. Fake to Thomas. He looked, it wasn't there. Then boom, he finds Brandon open.
You're right. Nice job by Fish. So ball at the.
Well, I would just swing it to LT right there. Look at that.
Thomas with the ball.
Oh, face mask.
Face mask. Doesn't get the. They don't throw the flag, but he's down inside the 30.
Great run there by Thomas, but his head turned.
No kidding, and the referee was right there. I mean, he's 20 yards closer than me with the same angle on it.
Okay, yeah, that's.
And I'm looking for a flag in my pocket, but they didn't give me one.
Okay, well, that's a great run there by Thomas. Got about 7 on that first down carry. Look at that gap there that LT has. Oh. I'm telling you, if we just flip it out to LT, because oh man, there's a little opening there. So we tried getting that ball out to Brandon. That would have been a first down, but kind of tough catch there. Kind of moving to his right a little bit. I mean, you got to look for a quarterback keep here. Yeah, you got short yards.
3rd and 3. LT in motion. There's the handoff to Thomas. Bounces off a tackle, gets upfield down to about the 29-yard line, and that's going to be enough for a Noble Bear first down.
There we go. So now, yeah, they got, I mean, guys, it's starting to filter over into their linemen now on the leg issues. So I think we just got to keep the gas to the floor right here and just attack them.
You go
just
right
go
at
right
him.
at them. Exactly. Go right at them.
I bury the ball in Thomas's or Fisher's stomach.
Yeah, they're just trying
down
to get
to
in
about the 20-yard line, so that's going to be a gain of about 4 yards for Colin Fisher on first down, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
Yep, second. So not bad. Just
we started this drive with about 10:38 remaining, right?
Yeah, somewhere in there. So we're chewing up a little bit of this clock here. Yeah, again, kind of like we did last week with this play clock. I don't think there's a rush to get the play in.
Scott Millett chimed in. I won't repeat what he said, but he is definitely in favor.
Attaboy, LT. Good right there. LT picked up about 3 or 4 more, so sets up a manageable 3rd down here. Again, just LT coming in motion, direct snap to Colin, and just kind of tosses it to LT over around the left side. So nice play there.
3rd and 3 for the Bears, 8:50 remaining. There's the handoff to Thomas. He's up the middle again, and he is into the back behind the secondary and down to the 4-yard line, and that's going to be enough for a Noble Bear first down.
I'll tell you what, guys, that was a fantastic move at the line of scrimmage. Thomas jumped sideways about 1.5 yards and then shot straight up in there.
That's awesome.
I mean, that was fantastic vision, which, no
doubt.
I've said that before. He's got great vision out
You know what,
there.
Randy? It's kind of like what you said last week. Remember how he was having the tough yards? He early on he was kind of getting banged up, wasn't getting it in there, but he hung in there,
Touchdown, Noble Bears!
And he just got it in there right there for the
second
6th.
touchdown of the night.
Great job, Colin Thomas. just to stick with it right there, and Abel kept his legs churning. Gosh, there was probably about 6-7 guys on him, and he was able to push that into the end zone. Let's take a look at this replay right here.
It was a nice job.
Oh, we missed it.
We didn't get a replay.
That's okay. He's in for the 6, and that puts the Bears up, Scotty.
Yeah, so the Bears go up 33-27. Here's the big extra point from Mr. Swopes.
Look at this. Look at this effort right here.
Yeah, look, he's got linemen pushing him in, including Colin. There's the kick, and it is
nice.
Good.
Good job,
And
Tatum.
the Bears go up 34-27. Go ahead, Randy.
That looked good, man. That was high. That's the best kick of the year right there.
So
Nice.
Tatum Swopes giving him some confidence there to get that up and over for the 7-point lead. But guys,
Colin Thomas, 74 yards on 11 carries.
that is outstanding. Wow. That was a tremendous team effort on that last play. But give Colin Thomas tons of credit. Just kept his legs moving, held on to the football because I saw those guys trying to rip it out of his hands. So that was freaking nice play there by Colin Thomas.
So Bears go up 34-27, 8:21 remaining. That's the Bears' first lead of the night.
Yes, it is.
And we are going to take a quick break, and we will be right back on NobleBears.tv.
Guys, Nathan's Automotive, proud supporter of Noble Athletics. We work on all makes and models specializing in diesel engine repairs. I'm so proud to show our support for the Noble Public Schools through our unique Auto Repairs for Bears program. Bring your car in for maintenance or repair and drop those repair receipts off at any school campus, and Nathan's will give back 5% of the totals to the Noble Public School system. We're looking forward to serving you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back in Noble at Noble High School, and it is 34-27 in favor of your Noble Bears. The Bears just took the lead on a touchdown run by number 23, senior Colin Thomas. I like to call him CT. And
tremendous effort, guys.
74 yards on 11 carries, I think is what Randy said before we went to break. So another great night by Colin Thomas. So.
Hey, guys, that momentum from that third quarter kind of filtered over into the fourth. Oh, there you go. Good kick.
Nice kick. Who is this Swopes? Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Oh.
Okay, golly. Looks like someone went flying. Well, it's okay. You got to go game up. Someone got blocked in the back. I don't know. Max Savage went flying. I don't know if anyone saw that.
I didn't see that, but our outside guy got suckered inside there.
Yep.
And, that just can't happen.
Nope. So you got to hustle back here, fellas. And it looks like Derek Davis is going to check in here, number 85. And just got to have a stand.
So your secondary consists of Brandon, Rudd, Derek, Joey Bear, and then who's the corner on the far?
Logan Kirby up top there.
Okay.
Yeah, so it looks like LT may be getting a breather here.
All right, let's go defense. Need one more stop out of you.
That's going to be a hold. Very nice. Here we go. Here we go.
That's going to move it back.
Yeah, that's going to be huge. That's going to be 1st and 20 now, guys.
Nice zoom in of the flag there. Nice job, guys.
Yeah, so this is you think is it on them? I don't know. What
they might pick this. Yep, they picked it up.
How can you pick it up? I mean, what?
Okay, so a gain of let's see. Gain of 5 there on first down for the Lions. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 5. 8:03 remaining in the game. Bears up 34-27. Here's the snap.
Ball.
There's another flag.
Yeah, that's got to be coming back, right?
This one's definitely coming back.
Oh!
Don't get a late hit, guys.
Joey Bear just got
down.
It was up by his
rolled up.
No, that was his teammate. He kind of got rolled up on his ankle, but yeah, that's going to be. Yeah, it should be coming back, fellas. Yeah, false start there. So there we go. So it's just kind of interesting, is it? You think that's a makeup call? Sometimes
I think so. Yeah.
It just gotta.
That happens in baseball, Shane.
Yep, sure does.
They they're human. They missed that called third strike, and the ball will be chest high on the next batter, and it's a strike.
Yep, I hear you.
But Okay, so back to the 40-yard line is where the Lions will snap the ball on 2nd and 10, 7:38 remaining, clock running. And that clock becomes the friend of the Noble Bears.
Okay, here we go. Second down and 10. There's just to give up the middle. Golly, guys, the kid is getting held up inside. I mean, it's blatant hold right here, off the edge. They're just not calling it. It's right in front of them too.
That carry is going to be enough for a Blanchard line first down. 34-27 in favor of your Noble Bears.
Now, AV's going to have – he can't keep flying upfield, though, either. I mean, just kind of stay on the line.
Yep.
You know, string that play out down the line of scrimmage here. You know, they got 6 guys on the line right here, so, he's got max protect.
Nice
See how they did not go upfield. Tremendous job. Lucas Conley stayed on the line of scrimmage and allowed L.T. Taylor to fly upfield and make that play.
They strung it out.
They strung it out.
Forced him back
That's
inside.
right. Forced it back inside. Tremendous job, Lucas Conley. You did exactly how you're supposed to play that.
Well, a nice job, LT, by just running downfield.
Yes.
Downhill.
That's right.
And making the tackle.
So, again, they just try to string that out. And, it's just tremendous play on the replay right there you saw. I mean, that's how it's done, fellas.
All right.
You take away that lane there.
2nd and 13. Loss of 3 there for the Lions. I know I keep mentioning it, but 6:10 remaining. And there's going to be a timeout called by the Lions.
Timeout Blanchard. Okay, here we go.
So let's take a timeout as well, Shane, Randy. Bears lead 34-27, 6:07 remaining. And your Noble Bears are 6 minutes and 7 seconds away from victory number 2 on the season. Be sure to come back and join us on noblebears.tv. We'll be right back.
You for all your automotive needs. Go Bears.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
Now is the time to protect your family with Pioneer Smart Wi-Fi. Internet security is becoming more of a fear every day. Protect your family against malware, viruses, intrusions, cyber attacks, and more. Modern internet deserves modern security. Get the best of both worlds with Pioneer in-home Wi-Fi and the Smart Wi-Fi app. Download the Pioneer Smart Wi-Fi app today or visit gopioneer.com for more information.
Okay, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 6:07 remaining in the fourth quarter. Bears up 34-27 on the Blanchard Lions. And it's going to be 2nd and 13 for the Lions from the 30-yard line. Here's the snap to Cooksey. Fakes the handoff. Looking down the middle.
Good play right there.
Play
Good.
by
Good job, Trevor Rudd. Absolutely. Sorry to cut you off, Scotty.
No, you're fine.
But he did a tremendous job not interfering with him. But as soon as he caught that ball, he brought him down right on that the 25-yard line. Yeah. So great job, Trevor Rudd.
Nice job, Trevor Rudd. Okay, so 5:40 remaining in the fourth quarter. That new scoreboard.
Looks
clean
like
for the Bear faithful to make some noise.
Looks like our defense trying to get the crowd into this thing. And we got Bryson Carey in the ball game, by the way, in the secondary. And
there's a pass down the middle, and that's going to be incomplete out of the back of the end zone. And that's going to stop the clock as well. So 5:22 remaining.
Okay.
It's going to bring up 4th and 8.
Big down here, fellas.
And did you say Bryson is in the game? Another
number 6.
Cramping.
Yeah, that's the Bryson Carter for Blanchard, the kid that just went for that pass. But yes,
Bears have had Bryson Carey and Joey Bear in the game.
Okay,
it looks like we're going 6 defensive backs.
Well, gosh,
most of this series.
Well, it's a great move because they're Bryson Carey and Joey Bear are pretty athletic kids, so that brings just a different element, a little bit more speed, maybe not as much size out there, but those kids are very athletic. And again, they're going to bring Davis in to him. It looks like him and Carey are going to switch out now. But we got a big 4th down here, Randy.
Yeah, big play in the game right here. Stop them here. Maybe we can run it out. I like our conditioning better than theirs, it looks like right now.
Yeah.
Particularly on the line. So if we can get a stop here, I'd look for the Bears to grind this thing down.
Absolutely. And, just go attack them right now. And but you don't want to get too soft in the secondary, right? I mean, all they got to get is 8.
You don't want to get that underneath stuff either.
Yeah, I mean,
you still got to be aggressive.
Okay, so it looks like Bryson Carter is working his way back to the sideline. That's good news there. It looks like he's still kind of
and that's big.
Bad deal.
That's big not having him in for this
Absolutely.
4th down.
That's right.
Because he's got to take a play off. He's probably their most dangerous guy.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Here come the Noble faithful. All right, here we go. 4th and 8, guys. 5:22 remaining. There's the snap to Cooksey. He rolls out to his left. Here comes. Did he catch that in bounds?
No, he's out of bounds. He said he's out of bounds. Nice. Okay. There we go.
So the Bear defense holds. Nice job, Noble Bear defense.
Great job. Hey, I couldn't tell. Was that Lucas Conley on the pursuit again at to Cooksey?
Came up, yeah,
man, can we get one more replay on that, guys, real quick? I'm sorry. But that was a tremendous job by Luke, kind of forcing him a redirect. Okay, no problem. But, yeah, just kind of forced that kid to the sidelines and out of bounds. So that is a huge play there for the Noble Bear defense. So let's just grind this out, like you said, Scotty.
I think Colin Fisher, Colin Thomas.
We need Thomas to finish this game with over 100 yards, and that'll win it.
Hold on to the ball here, fellas. Hold on to the ball.
There's CT up the middle for a gain of about 3.
There we go. That'll work.
It's going to bring up 2nd and 7, and again another. Oh, he's popping up. So.
Oh, is it
74?
Yeah, that's Luke Meeker. Well, they got some good-looking kids there. Luke Meeker's a sophomore, by the way, fellas. Wow. Number 74.
77's a big kid too.
Yeah, 77's a sophomore. So they got some good-looking future ahead of them for sure, man. What do we got here?
Yeah, so let's just kind of set the table real quick, Shane. 4:48 remaining. Bears up 34-27. The Bears have all 3 timeouts remaining. Blanchard has 2. The ball's on the 29-yard line. It's 2nd and 6. This is the second play of the Bear drive. And 4:30.
Yeah, there you go.
Clock's ticking, so.
No rush right here. I mean, just
we did this last week, right? We snapped the ball with about 5 seconds remaining.
Yep, exactly, and that's what I'm talking about. These little, 15 to 20 second breathers, man, are huge. Now you kind of get the line get set here. Hold on to the football. No crazy penalties.
There's the snap with 5 seconds remaining on the play clock. Fisher gets up to about the 29-yard line. He's going to be about a yard short.
Very good.
Very manageable 3rd down, though.
Yep. So big down here. If you can get this first down, this is going to be huge. Because they have 2 timeouts remaining. You would think if we get a first down on this play, I mean, they're going to start burning those timeouts. Don't you think, Randy? I mean, they're going to have to get that ball back. But how about we just go punch it in and just end this thing?
Exactly. Did we lose you, Randy?
There we go.
There he is. Okay.
There we go. So,
right.
Big play right here. Third and 1.
3rd and 1. There's a snap. And off Thomas up the middle. That's going to be enough for Noble Bear. First down. And he's down to the 45-yard line. And Colin Thomas is
easy.
He is being money right now, boy.
Yep, sure is. Great job, Colin Thomas. Tough yards right up the middle. Moving the chains. Outstanding effort by Colin Thomas, number 23. Like I said, a senior having a big night for us, guys.
And that's going to get him close to that 100-yard mark that Randy mentioned.
Yeah, man, you can chew up a good 50 seconds here, guys. Just easing it in or more. I mean, this is big here.
And they're going to snap the ball with probably less than 3 minutes remaining, Randy. There's the snap. 3:04 remaining.
Okay, now they're going to call a timeout. Easy right here. Hold on.
Well, and that's the second play in a row, Shane, that they're trying to get the Bears to, throw a punch.
Gotcha. Yep.
Swing a fist, something, right?
Man, I tell you what, I know it's late in the game. We want to try to ice this by running it. But how about one time just a quick stop and go?
Yeah.
With Brandon. I mean, that's kind of risky, but, hey, but Coach Davidson has called a lot of risky things in his time, right? And it's always worked. So
2:30 remaining.
I mean, just you
Play
can just
clock
swing
at
it to
9.
LT, man. Look at that. He is just wide open,
Yeah,
dude.
there's nobody on him.
Yeah,
Okay.
guys, they kind of know what we're doing here.
Yep.
3rd and 9.
So here we got a timeout. Okay, so this is the big down here, man.
So third. It's going to be 3rd and 10 with 2:16 remaining.
I mean, this is going to be a passing down, fellas. I mean, it has to be.
It has to be, yeah.
And then, if you don't get it, you just punt it, and then you just got to make sure our defense game's up here. So,
Well, what you want is a high percentage pass play where you're going to get a completion and not stop the clock. And then you want your receivers to understand they need to stay in bounds.
that's right.
Even if they don't get the first down, they need to stay in bounds.
Absolutely. Okay, so this is what a great second half. This is the second week in a row that the Noble Bear coaching staff has made some tremendous adjustments, guys. I mean, they've done a tremendous job putting us in a better spot, putting the kids where they need to be, and you got to give a lot of credit to the kids as well. For execution, holding on to the ball.
And that discipline, Shane.
Yeah, but say that it wasn't as sloppy.
I don't know that we've had any penalties in the second half.
No, it's been
If we
very
have,
few.
It's very few.
Yep.
So 2:16 remaining. There's a snap to Fisher. Hand off to Thomas up the middle. He's going to get down to about the 48-yard line.
Okay, they're going to force him to use that last timeout. There you go.
Well short of the first down, but it's going to be up 4th and probably 6.
Great job. Good tough run in there by Colin Thomas, man. That's so that if nothing else, that should flip the field here and pin them deep. So
well, you look for one of those big punts, right, from Kirby.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Pin him down there inside the 10-yard line. Make him go 85, 90 yards to tie this ball game up.
Well, here while we're doing this, how about some quick updates on some scores, man? Let's see what we got. 5A. Most games are probably gonna be done. Boy, Dell City's really good. They've won 27-6 over Booker T. Washington. Ada won 35-18. Lawton Mac won 42-23 over Lawton Ike. Let's see. Kind of a surprise. Seminole beat Shawnee tonight. Shut them out 16-0.
Wow.
And then Altus got beat by Cash 44-10. And Midwest City ended up losing to Carl Albert. So.
All right, so Logan Kirby.
You'd have a good snap. Yeah, good snap here.
2:07 remaining. There's the snap. There's the kick. High kick. He's going to field it. Fair catch it at about the 26-yard line.
Okay.
So
exactly 2 minutes, Scotty.
Yep. Okay.
Now the good news is they are out of timeout, so you'd think this is going to be pass heavy right here, fellas.
You would think.
I mean, obviously, you still got 2 minutes is a long, long time to finish a game because this is a part of the, every practice that any level any team has. They always work on a 4 or 2 minute drill right at the end of the ball game.
Yeah.
So they've worked on this many, many times. So you're going to be looking for a lot of out routes towards the sidelines. Nothing in the middle is kind of what you probably will see here. And you would think that we would switch that up to force them.
You're not used to running this drill in practice when your receivers are cramping up. Shane.
That's right.
3 down linemen for the Bears, 2 linebackers, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 defensive backs.
Just get you down right there. Good. Here we go. So they're going to have to get on the line quick.
Pass is completed out to about the 33-yard line for a gain of 7. It's going to bring up 2nd and 3, 1:44 remaining. Cooksey takes a snap. Quick pass. Got it! Interception! Who is that?
That's Jackson Stewart, baby.
Jackson Stewart, number 33, with the interception, baby. And that's going to do it for your Noble Bears. And the Bears are going to go to 2-0 on the season.
Very nice. I don't know who the
34-27 win over the Blanchard Lions.
Sorry, who had the initial tip?
It might have been.
Was it Luke Conley again on the Lucas
so.
tip?
I think
Man,
so.
Well, it's
Play
kind
it
of
back
fitting.
one more time, Dave.
Oh, here we go. Oh, I think he just nice. It was hard to tell, so we're just gonna be able to run this baby out right now. Just get us in the victory formation. This is what you like to see right here.
Right,
Great job, Jackson Stewart being Johnny on the spot right there. This is going to end
Colin takes a knee, and that's going to do it.
Well, you got to let this bad boy run out. Yep. But, no, hey, that was wow, what a second half, guys. What a second half for
Randy,
the Noble Bears.
do you have any idea how many total yards Blanchard has in the second half?
I'll get that for you here in just a second.
All right, thank you. All right, so 1:15 remaining. Bears just took a knee on first down.
So you're about 50 seconds when we get this next one. This is big here. We'll wait until that. There you go. No rush.
And just a reminder for everybody, the Bears were down 27-13 at halftime and have not allowed a point in the second half to the Blanchard Lions. But on the flip side, have scored 21 of their own.
Yes, absolutely. So great clock management in this fourth quarter, the last part of this game here. And guys, so the Blanchard seniors are walking away. They have never beaten the Noble seniors since Little League.
Wow.
Since second grade all the way till now, they have never beaten the Noble Bears.
Wow.
So and I know that was one of the things they were.
That's not the thing you want to brag about.
No, not at all. But they were really coming after us this week, and it just didn't happen because there it is. That'll do it.
Do it right there.
What
21,
a tremendous
19.
Wow, what a
18,
game, guys.
17. And the Bears start to celebrate on the sideline because they've secured victory number 2. And they're going to go to 2-0 on the season. The Blanchard Lions will drop to 0-1. Hats off to Jeff Craig.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And,
Great coach.
Just a tremendous job by him and his coaching staff. They were definitely ready to play.
Yes.
They came out guns a-blazing tonight. So.
Well, I can tell you this. Blanchard Lions are going to be they're going to go deep into the playoffs, man.
They're going to go deeper than they did last year.
They have a really, really good team.
Yes,
we got tonight with them cramping. That gave us obviously an edge a little bit, but they are a really, really talented team, and they are going to be tough to deal with, man.
Yeah, so the Bears and Lions are shaking hands and fist bumping at midfield.
There we go.
And so that's going to be a ball game. 34-27 in favor of your Noble Bears. Like I said, Bears moved to 2-0 on the season.
Very nice.
And let's take a quick break, and we'll be right back, and we'll wrap this one up.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends.
Okay, we
Guys,
are back. We are back. Go ahead, Randy.
I got Coach Crawley here as soon as we finish the song.
Yeah, I
here.
got you. Okay, so we're back. Randy, like you heard him mention, he has Coach Crawley, whose defense just pitched a shutout in the second half this evening.
Tell of two halves, man.
Yep, exactly. So, tremendous job by the Noble Bear defense in the second half this evening. The Bears are doing the fight song, and I think he's going to try to get Colin Thomas too. Randy is. So.
Okay, good. Well, Randy Scotty, man, I don't know what to say. This second half was unbelievable. I mean, we even had a fumble in the end zone on the first series.
Exactly.
Remember that?
Yeah.
I mean, that was huge.
Okay, guys. Hey, guys. I'm here with Coach. I'm here with Coach Crawley, and Coach, shutout in the second half. Fantastic job. What adjustments did you make at halftime?
Well, we kind of moved some kids around, and we simplified it. A lot in the first half is where we didn't communicate right, and we missed a couple of coverages on their first two scores, to be honest with you.
I noticed there on at least one or two drives late, you had Bryson Carey and Joey Bear both running 6 defensive backs.
Yeah, we put an extra DB in there. They really good in their passing game, and they got really good receivers. So we just tried to put a few more DBs in because we thought it'd help us a little bit, try to rob some stuff.
Great. Hey,
Hey,
what does
Randy.
it say about these guys? 2 comeback wins in the second half. You got to like that character.
It says a lot about their character. Their never give up attitude, but willing to make adjustments at halftime and come out and get after it. So
Thank you, sir.
thank you.
Good job, Ray. Good job, Ray.
Hey, I got Colin Thomas here, guys.
Okay.
Let's move up a little closer here, Colin. The microphone won't break up. Fantastic job running the ball, putting them away there in the second half.
Thank you. Yeah, we all week, we were talking about we needed to run the ball better, and we did.
Yep. Well,
That
certainly did. And our microphone's breaking up. Let's move a little closer. We got a signal here. I don't mean to make you get extra yards here after the clock is.
He's
stopped.
got it in him, Randy.
He's
Don't
got
worry.
it in him. He looks fresh to me, fresh as a daisy.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's got a big smile too.
Okay, yeah. Well, hey, great job tonight. Good, tough running there in the second half. And one thing I've noticed about you, you got great vision out there.
Yeah, I'd like to say so, but thanks to Shockley, he puts us through a bunch of drills that help with that kind of stuff and our footwork and everything. So it's been good.
Well, good job. And tough week last week running the ball, but late in the game you kind of came through there and got it done.
Hey, Randy,
So,
can you tell Colin real quick that just super proud of him, man? Both weeks,
Yeah.
just like you said, just kind of sticking with it, not giving up, holding on to the football, but just tell him super proud of him.
Yeah, Shane says super proud of you both weeks, sticking
Tell
with
him
it
Scotty
in the long
says
run.
to
Scotty says
find an ice bath.
Find an ice bath, and that's right. So, hey, congratulations. Good job.
Great job,
Get in there
CT.
with you guys.
Thank you.
All right, good job, Randy.
Okay.
Okay, very
All right,
good.
Well, Shane, that's going to do it. 2-0 on the season. Matt Lorenz, we know you're watching in
Yes,
Colorado
sir.
Springs.
Great
Hey,
win.
guys.
Say it. Yeah, Randy, go ahead.
I don't know if I told you this because I'm kind of excited down here, but they got 83 yards in the second half.
Wow.
Oh, my gosh.
83 yards,
gosh.
no points
No
after
points,
300
83
yards in the first half.
Wow.
And I know our mic was breaking up bad with Coach Crawley, and I asked him about that. I said, gosh, Coach, no points and 83 yards in the second half after 300 in the first. And he said, yeah, we moved some kids around. We talked to them about communicating better. And then, of course, they were running 6 DBs there for the last
Towards the end. That was
3
awesome.
series, especially when we got the lead. So great adjustments by Coach Crawley at halftime.
Red, did you hear what I was telling Scotty that so the Blanchard seniors have never beaten the Noble seniors. Did you hear me say that?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's as it should be.
Yeah, I mean, because but again, every time we play those kids, it's been like this. Those kids are just tough. You give them a ton of credit because they always play their tails off. But great win for the Bears tonight, man. I'm so excited for them. So
Yeah,
ready for next week.
Let's see here. I've got some other stats real quick if we got time.
Yeah, we got time, Randy.
So I'm showing the Bears offensively. Harper had let's see here.
Yeah, he had a huge second half. I mean, just the second half was just nuts, man.
I got 200 yards on 14 catches for Brandon Harper.
Wow.
231.
Nice.
And then rushing the ball.
Well, and you knew that we were going to get that passing game going eventually, right?
Yep.
After last week when it just wasn't there.
You're right. You're right.
Colin pounded out 114 yards on the ground. Colin Fisher.
Wow. Okay.
On 15 carries. Colin Thomas ended with 78 on 13 carries.
Okay, very nice.
Good job running and throwing the ball tonight.
Yes, sir. Well, good deal, man.
Right, well, so look, real quick, guys. 27 points, 33 points in 2 games.
Yeah.
Against a Piedmont Wildcat team that's going to be really good. They put 48 on the board tonight.
That's right, man.
And
Good
this
golf.
Blanchard Lions team, man.
They're good, man.
Shane, you said it. I mean, they're going to go deep into the 4A
They're going to give
playoffs.
a lot of people fits, man.
They get those cramps worked out, they're going to be fine come November.
Yeah, absolutely.
So best of luck to Blanchard and all their players and fans and Coach Craig. Nothing but respect for those guys. But the Bears are 2-0.
2-0, baby. Yep.
Coach George is working his magic again.
That's right.
And
we got to be ready for next week.
Yeah.
Sorry to cut you off. Next week's going to be huge, man.
Yeah,
Haven't played Tuttle in a long, long time either, so excited for that one.
First game on the road.
Yes, sir.
Yep. So,
all right, good deal.
Okay, well, that's going to do it for us tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Scott Harper For Randy Kersey and Shane Fisher, thank you so much for joining us on NobleBears.tv. We appreciate your support so much. Talk to y'all next week. Go Bears.
Go Bears.
Go Bears.